All right, flipping it over caused the stream preview window to lose its shit, but we are here. Right, give me one extra second, folks, and I will be ready to go. Right. Okay. Do you know how hard it is to find the cover title card of a waifu game only in Japanese and simplified Mandarin? Wow, I feel real cutting edge right now. This game doesn't even have a Twitch section yet. My god, we're just on the bleeding edge of women-shaped weapons. Right. So, let's play Ash Arms. Why? Because I kind of just want to play it for the sake of me showing off the game, I guess, and how I've managed to play a game I can't fucking read. Right, okay, so there's that, and we'll just bring up the game here. Right? Okay. Okay, so welcome once again to a phone game being played on a computer, because this is the future, guys. Playing incredibly simple games on platforms capable of so much more, yet having really no potential with most of the games that are coming out today, not just because of the coronavirus. But, right, so, ladies and gentlemen, I'm your host, Phontomen, and welcome to Ash Arms. What the fuck is Ash Arms? Well, I'm not gonna badger you for being, unaware, because this game came out, like, late last year, I think. But it is a gacha waifu game that is currently only in Japanese. You have to fish it off of Kuapp, and there is no English translation. And they very, very sparsely populated, somewhat, kind of sort of basic primer for how to play the game or get into the game in English, that it doesn't look like people are updating. Or they're not really updating all that well. So, you ready to see the bleeding edge of, waifu games, I suppose. Really, because this game is I like a lot of things this game tries. It's just that it ain't quite there yet. And it's probably why there isn't really an English version. But so yes, cute girls, but they're World War II weapons, or rather, some Korean War things too. We'll see what we wind up with, because there's a couple of things in this game with the actual opening draw gacha that are interesting as well. But so. Without further ado, here is my end user license agreement. Do I agree? Phontomen says, sitting at the other end of the table, I can't read any of that! Just imagine me with the, plucky, baby-faced main protagonist, wearing swirly Coke bottle glasses. I'm smart, clearly. If you get Liberator first go, I'll be mildly upset. Well, Iron Knight, you see, the funny thing is, first go doesn't matter, but it will matter because I will up the ante, but there's something that kind of fucks with this. But right, so, welcome to Ash Arms! Brand new game, incredibly obscure. It isn't in English, so we're gonna have fun with this, and I mean fun by basically playing, we're only here for the grind in the PNG and files. Plot? What the fuck's the plot? I made up the plot. This is kind of like the pioneering days of me dealing with Necronica in its half-translated state. And funny enough, this game actually takes some things from Necronica. Clearly some things, because some of the literal translations made mention of things like positions as classes, which I only know one game that did that, and also the combat map looks, look, it's the Necronica combat map with more spaces. Right, so, in the, let's do it like Homestuck, right? Years in the future, but not many. Totally descriptive. Thank you, Andrew Hussey. Right, so, years in the future, but not many, some things happened. What happened? Actually, I think it's aliens, but I just like to think that it's, a horrible nanomachine war that, destroyed human civilization, and now things, things that kind of look vaguely natural and vaguely like ancient weapons of war and vaguely like fucking dinosaurs too to boot, are now storming the landscape, and something last city on Earth, something, there's no giant, glowing white ball in the sky though, so we're not quite Destiny. But, some shit happened, and now we're here. As I actually don't know what the hell's going on. Do you know why? Well, I'll explain why. It's rather quite simple. Uh-huh. 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 Ladies and gentlemen, the only word I can read on this page is skip. I have no idea what's going on, but this is kind of fun to do this, because whatchamacallit, this is what, back in the day I did this with Necronica. The whole game wasn't translated. There were only bits and pieces of it. There was enough to play, but there was none of the lore or anything was translated. So it, being a role-playing game, you wanted to make up your own setting, but this is kind of forces you to make up your own setting. And in this case, there is a setting, I just can't read it, so I'm just kind of doing the same thing to entertain myself. So, mankind destroyed itself with horrible weapons of war beyond our comprehension. We became so advanced, we became callous and, sadistic, and destroyed the entire world with nanomachine thing, gray goo, something like that, right? And, clearly, now to reclaim humanity's lost, destiny, we need children with attitude and women who are not guns this time. Not guns. Tanks and planes. And artillery pieces. And AA. And, what else is there? I think I got bombers, too. Heavy yes. We need all of this, because clearly this is the best idea ever, right? It's always... First rule of Necronica. The world's over. Why is the answer for humanity's redemption cute girls? That's what you gotta do. You gotta do two things. You have to have an apocalypse, and then you gotta sell the player base on why is the answer cute girls? Why are cute girls important? You can do these two things? Congratulations. You have a Necrotic campaign. Bomber Harris time, Lancaster is a girl. I don't think she's very good because I haven't used her, because there are certain other bombers, which we will probably see, that are way, way better, but Lancaster is a girl. We can, in fact, Bomber Harris this. But so also additionally, there's another fun things, but we'll get to that because we're gonna get to that relatively quickly because that's a choose a dialogue. I don't know what dialogue I've chosen because I can't fucking read anything. Yeah, welcome. It's like Ark Knights, right? It's Ark Knights. The Doctor wakes up from the cryo tube, and everyone's speaking a language he can't understand. I've made some modifications there. It all fits. Reject RAF. Embrace Army Air Force. Yes. Embrace SAC memes, or, well, will be SAC memes. Some of the selection is post-World War II, which gives me great hope. Great hope for things like B-36s that shoot AMRAAMs, Phoenixes, and Skyline was a good game, I promise. It's just that it disappeared. But anyway, so you got the point here. Can't read a lick of any. Who am I? Who is this mysterious woman? Why am I here? Why am I a girl now? I guess I'm getting that progressive. Right. So, ladies and gentlemen, after that faffing about, okay, so now we create our character, and as you can see here by this design, we are. Okay, the closest thing I can think of to our position within the hierarchy of this new civilization is Engine Seer Apothecary, apparently! Everyone's wearing nurses' uniforms. I don't know fucking why. I really don't know. But so, Gudao or Gudako, ladies and gentlemen, I'll let you choose, because I'm probably not playing this account anymore. We're gonna play it once. We're gonna try, and we're gonna see how this goes. This is just kind of an introductory, and maybe if this game gets an EN release, I'll be able to actually play it routinely. But, alright, so. Let's go with the late. Yeah, because I've been playing the dude, and it's kind of boring to play the dude all the time. Even though it's my power fantasy, or, my, self-insert adventure. I can project on whoever I want, but I guess we're playing the girl today. Goon, important question. Can you fuck the waifus? No, but you can force feed them alcohol. They just added a bar. You get liquor vouchers for completing maps, and you go to the bar, you shove the alcohol into the girl, and your affection meter goes up. They just added that, like, not a week ago. This game is going places. Yeah. Now JP got the affection system. Yeah, right. I'm supposing the Chinese version is a little bit farther along. I'm not sure. I don't know what's going on because I can't read anything. But yes, we can spend time at the bar and listen to girls talk. Again, in languages we can't understand. All right, so we're playing Gudako here. Okay, name. Post-apocalyptic doctor with no blood on their apron and is sad. Well, Ark Knight's lore is apparently really fucking wacky. I mean, I couldn't really keep up with the game, but apparently, the Doctor's history went some really fucking weird places. Train Master, clearly. Train Master. Oh, it's taken! Damn! Somebody else watched Bakano! Fuck! Damn! Can I? Yes. Yes, but now I wait, is that an illegal space? No, I don't think so. Oh, hang on. Is it that? No, we could do this. It's the sail chaser. The smale chaser. Do we got any other ideas from the audience? Because now I'm just thinking, great. Now Martin's got me thinking of the half-slinging slasher now. Thanks. Back to SpongeBob. The sash singing, the bash bringing, the rash ringing. So any ideas from the audience here? The trail pacer. I'm not saying a thing. Okay, alright. Snail chaser, the male racer, the trail pacer. What game is this again? It's Ash Arms. Good luck finding information on it because, well, most of it's not translated, and this is a less than a year-old gacha game, I think. Become as Train. Ah. Shit, what was his name? Come as train. What was his name? Good lord, it's been fucking forever. What was his name from The Fall Part 2? What the fuck was his name? God damn it. It's a great game. Can't remember any of the fucking characters. The only thing I remember is memes, as usual. Come to the English Discord. We have cookies. Arid? No, that's the main character's name, but we English Discord. Well, yeah, I'll stop in, just because, you know, this seems like my kind of, you know, nerd game. As long as you people support me actually being able to have Strategic Air Command aircraft. Susan. Ah, yes, the mysterious and, you know, legendary Dr. Susan. Yes. Mrs. Doubtfire, it isn't, but okay. Jane Doe. Blank space. Got it. Carrie. Wow. Manager. Karen Manager. There we go. Ah, right. No, actually, no. We just can't have a space in the name. See what happens when you can't fucking read anything? Fuck it, we're going real, Tracy. Yes. I wasn't gonna do it because I thought someone had it with a space, but no. That's not actually how it works. You can't actually have a space. Space is an illegal character. But fuck you, Bakano was okay. Yeah, so that's what we're doing. Yeah. And we're gonna talk in entertainingly endearing but really offensive fake Italian accents. Yeah. Immortal vampire things. Yeah, right. Right, so, whom's the fuck am I? Whom's the fuck are you? Will we find out? No, because I don't know. She wants to become the manager of Bomber Command. Yes, she wants to... we're going to be very dramatic here, but again, I'm not seeing it. You lost me. They do have Italian vehicles. I mean, yes. Whatchamacallit, one of the starter planes is an MC-202, I believe? Of all fucking things? Can't read a lick of it. Oh, wait, no, I could read that shit, I wasn't looking at it. Hang on, let me watch the instant replay here. TARDIS. Wow. Wow, Doctor Who is really getting out here, right? I don't know anything about the plot, and then, like, I only think, the only words in the game that I can read is loading and things they use for English to sound cool. Right, so, welcome to the tutorial, where we are going to learn nothing because I can't read, but it's one of those things you learn by doing. You don't need to be, you know, on the same level as your instructor to know how to shoot someone, right? You and your instructor don't need to speak the same language in order to kill a man. It's natural, you know? Just rack the bolt on the rifle, and you don't need any documentation. But also, you kind of need some documentation because some of this is rather important, but, look, I'm just pretending it's Necronica, and honestly, looking at some of the stuff, I honestly believe that most of... This is someone's Strike Witch's fucking Necronica campaign. I swear to God it is. Yes, Panzer III, which is who this is pretty cute. She also gets increasingly more distressed as you upgrade her. Right, so, click on the thing. I clicked on the thing. Cute anime girl voices, yes, but you have them, yes, you have action points, and you have a set number of actions that you can do with them. Like, move over here. And then, look at that, you have no action points. Congratulations, you've ended your turn. Right, okay, yes. I clearly know what's going on here. Something, yeah, the bad guy, cute girls, no man's land, right, Trench songs. Want me to sing trench songs? I can sing trench songs. Right, so, yeah, yeah, right, that is a really funky looking nanomachine dinosaur thing, yeah. I already want to shoot it, but apparently I can't, it's over there now. Right, and that's the end turn button. Okay, you click the big red button to get the game, get a move on. Also, welcome to Advanced Wars. Kinda. Oh no, they've got a turn, and yeah, I don't know what's going on here either. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Ah, we can make them in bulk. Geometric giraffes, yes. I really like the look of this game. It's very interesting. However, I do have some problems with the game in that the grind, but we'll get to that. But the way it's set up and how it functions when you're actually playing it in the moment, it's nice. Right, okay, yeah, right, okay. Yeah, press the red button to shoot the geometric giraffe. Yeah. Click that, and then, geometric giraffe. How can I further stretch that out? What what? Would you consider a giraffe a horse? I forget what species giraffe is actually a part of. Damn. Dead. Good job, Panzer 3. What I like is it actually gives B-24 some love. Yes, because the Liberator's probably one of the best girls that you can get your hands on, because Libby destroys fucking everything. Right. Mm-hmm. Cute girls making cute anime girl noises. You're right. Okay. We don't need to know what they're saying. We don't need to know what's going on. We don't need any further context. We just need to see cute girl PNG files and hear, Asian women speaking, Asian dialects, such as Japanese. Chinese isn't really nice with my ears, but you get the point, right? Also, it's just kind of funny that Panzer 3 has an Adidas fucking stripe here. She's a Gopnik. Right, so, XP, little light bulbs, transistors, right? You just kind of jam them in the dolls and they get stronger, and also gears, which you use to do everything. Or rather, not everything, just a lot of things. Right. Hey, look, English. Right. M10 Tank Destroyer. Right, so M10 Wolverine, who is, of course, a cat girl. Well, not... You see the ears. Right, so, yes, World War II vehicles. You may recognize some of these things. Mm-hmm. Also, I do recognize that's Argo from SAO, Goon. Well, congratulations, Kix! You spotted the voice actor. Right, so, we got a Wolverine. I don't actually use her all that often because, there are some other interesting vehicles in this game that you can prize. However, you do need every doll you can get your hands on for certain things. Okay, so 60 gems, otherwise known as 60 real, well, actually not real dollars, because this is one of those games that makes a difference between premium currency that you earn through the game and premium currency that you actually spent real money on, which I fucking hate. The gems. Who the fuck are you? Again, who the fuck am I? Quality design, though. Yeah, she seems like, well, if this game was directed by Yoko Taro, she'd probably have a short temper and swear a lot. Likeable, right? Mm-hmm. Right? I have no idea who the fuck this is, other than I can see her underwear. Her uniform is a China dress. This is a nice organization. I can understand partially of how I got here, just not what the fuck I'm doing. So, skip, and now we come to the main menu. Right, and now we're going to be directed further with the tutorial. And yes, hello, Panzer 3. She looks nice as adjutant. Dress code, what's that? I don't fucking know. We have World War II android girls running around in whatever the fuck they want to wear. You should see Sky Raider, Jesus Christ. So, World 00. Mm-hmm. And Stage 2. In which we see the things, yes, and then we click the button, and then we shoot the mans. Right. No, but first we set up the team, because we always have to, right? Alright. Right. Yeah, putting M10 in the squad, the only time she's ever going to see combat in my books. Right, also, Panzer III was slightly damaged. The repair system is very interesting, though. We'll get to that once I actually am off the tutorial rails. Don't worry, it's quite short. Right, so, enter battle. You can tell because it's the red button. It's not because, you know, it's forcing you to click that, but... This is one of the things that, you know, a good translation, or rather a good, you know, tutorial can teach a player how to play the game without actually having words, like not actually having the player read anything. So it's a good mark of a good tutorial. This game, obviously, there's some things about this game that fucking mystify me, but it's a mark of a good tutorial that, you know, shows a player how to play a game without actually dumping text at them. But yes, in the grim, dark future of the 54th millennium, there is only war. Yeah, right. Yes. Quite. I understood all of that. Clearly I'm one with the setting. Right, so, you see, I don't think there's a way to switch targets in this game, so you kind of just indiscriminately bomb the tile that the enemies are on. Right, yes, click. Yeah. And then you switch teams, because you can act multiple times. Right? Yeah, the things, complicated measure. Remember that thing about words? They're all going to worse. But if you press this button, which is entrench, and then click this, certain vehicles get a bonus range. This is, I think tank destroyers all get this, depending on what class they're using, and then artillery obviously does the same thing. I don't really use tank destroyers because you mostly sit around your 3 stars and you fucking need your 3 stars. We will get to this, though. Right, so, I have set the death up. We will watch the death now play, live before our very eyes. Oof. Yes, Kugelblitz has spats in this game, and also Jagdtiger has glasses. Can't get Jagdtiger. Oh, actually, you can get Jagdtiger. I haven't got her yet, though. Jagdtiger is definitely glasses Moe. Unfortunately, when you upgrade her, she loses the glasses, which I feel like is a crime. Yes, weird alien space magic bullshit damage. Seen this all before. Yes, the CP, yes, where you can use special abilities. Well, actually, Achilles can apparently, right, because it's targeted, right, that's another mechanic, right. If you mark an enemy like that via certain attacks, you can hit them from anywhere on the map. Unfortunately, if you run out of CP here, you can't do fun things like melee, which is, well, certain units just use melee all the time, like fighters. They have a habit of getting themselves damaged a lot by doing that, but it's kind of effective. Laser giraffes. Laser giraffes and stone triceratops things. And dead. Congratulations, the game played itself. I clearly didn't have anything to do with it. I can't read anything. I don't even know why I'm here! Right, so, yes, we completed daily quests. What are they? I don't fucking know! Well, it's a map clear, obviously. But you could suss out maybe there. But this is the kind of thing where you kind of have to draw upon your knowledge of other gacha games, because they're all incredibly derivative of each other, and just kind of guess what the fuck's going on here. I played Blue Archive about the same way as I'm playing this right now. Whereas, I played Azur Lane before in Ghost Frontline. I know what some of this shit usually is. Right, and now the gacha. Good, a gacha. Right, so now we get to tutorial pull, in which we do some things. See this woman again. Lady, I'm sure you've got amazing plot. I'm sure this is a very nuanced story about struggle and hardship and humanity in the grim, dark future of the 24th and a half millennium, right? Right, something like that. But I can't understand all of it. Just let me gamble, woman. Right. Right, so welcome to the tutorial gacha, where you are guaranteed a 3-star. First good sign. You will get something good in your first gacha. All of the 3-star girls are good at doing whatever the hell they want. Some of them are better than others, obviously, but all of them will wreck shit. So if you get a 3-star anything, you're good. And the tutorial guarantees you get 1. But which one will it be? Let's find out. Let's spin the wheel of women. Yes, you notice space. You notice Sky Kenryu. Yes. Right. Okay. So I need to click this to open the vault. Open the seals. Ooh! Notice how I said guaranteed 1. That's 3. That's actually the most you could possibly get. That's blessed. That is blessed. Yeah, so here's the thing. Before I get into this, the tutorial gacha allows you to actually re-roll the gacha. I'm not gonna do it now because I actually was gonna roll until I got a 3-star, because I know you could do that. And that was gonna be our fate here, because I'm obviously ignoring fate if I just, re-roll repeatedly like that. There's no heart in that. But, yeah, no, I can't do that now. So basically, one of the nice things about this game is, out of the gate with the tutorial gacha, you can re-roll the gacha as many fucking times as you want until you like well, if you're new, like the design of, the girls that you got. Or, if you're a bot account, got the thing you wanted, shut up. That's one way to deal with endless botters making dummy accounts that no one ever fucking plays. So that's kind of a way around it. A way around the common problem that all gacha games face right now, which is people making bot accounts, rolling them, or either getting really good, characters out of the gate, then selling the account, or getting shit rolls and then abandoning the account forever. So this kind of solves the problem. At least they're not making more redundant fucking accounts. But, so, streamer luck here. So, let's see what we got here in the nice folders of girl. But we will, of course, first start with the bronze ones, the 1-star girls, who we will actually. Yes. She sounds incredibly distressed because she knows she's being sent to cock and go. Yeah, so BT5. Wow, hey, we know what that is. She's adorable, and she's also getting sent to the front to die horribly. Just how that works. Blame it on the misfortune of your birth! Moving on.
私はシュバルツクロスライヒ所属の HE111 と申します。こう見えても長年戦っていますので安心してくださいね。
Yes, another thing that we can read, HE111. She also doesn't wear pants, which is cueing you in that, yes, this is someone's Strike Witches fanfic! How did you know? But it's actually pretty, better than average because, the Ground Witches actually get fucking screen time. They still don't wear pants. Well, actually, some of them wear pants. But HE111 is one of those that doesn't wear pants. Right, so, BT5, HE111. Next!
重戦車 T1D6 です。
Ah,
足手まといにならないように頑張ります。
ladies and gentlemen,
優しそうな人でよかった。
the T1 Heavy is now an anime waifu. Advancement. She's also a really good fucking design. I actually like T1 Heavy. She also upgrades to M6A1E2, aka the 11-foot tall monstrosity with the T29 turret. So, have you started to notice something? T1 That's not talked about in any real video game. That didn't really have a history of being in anything aside from War Thunder and World of Tanks. I wonder where they may have pulled some of their ideas from. She get that 90mm? Yes, she does get the 90mm, and then the 105, and then also, because I have the book, a 120, but they don't say it's a 120, it's a 105. Fuck you. I've got Honeycutt's book. I know all about this woman. I know this woman inside and out. Don't read into that. The book! The book! Yeah, I bought a couple. I actually, this game was actually kind of endearing enough to make me re-buy Honeycutt's Firepower, because I bought the book once and I never got it, so I decided, you know what, fuck it, I'll buy it again. So now I have the book. Right, so, now for the last bronze that we have in the deck here.
ホーカーハリケーンです。高貴な私があなたのような庶民に従うというのです。光栄に思いなさい。
Yes. You can't read that, but if you were listening closely, you caught it. Hurricane. Spitfire's also in the game. She's a Saberface. Because of course she is! Right, so, Hurricane! Right, so that's our 1-stars. We will be using these because actually, if we don't get a heavy tank in any of these 3-stars, we're going to need T1 heavy, because sweet Jesus Christ, you need something sturdy to hold the front line. But, right, so, I'm just gonna keep this going here as we, saving the best for last here, so let's open the 2-stars, or blues.
ロイヤルホワイトローゼスの戦闘機型同列モスキートよ。あまり自分のことを語るつもりはないわ。ただ静かに目標に迫り作戦を立てる。それが楽しみなの。
Mosquito Night Fighter. Mach 1. An interesting choice because, again, kind of esoteric. Not necessarily specific to War Thunder, but yes, stealthy ballerina girl. Mostly made of wood. I haven't actually used her. I don't know if she's any good, but we're going to use her because we're going to be throwing everything at a wall.
はじめまして。
Oh.
3号戦車の F 型です。小さいのは
Hey, look, it's a tutorial double, but that's actually a good thing. Yes, Panzer III. You were already fucking here, though, but here's your proper screen time. She's a nice design, but it's good. We got a double out of this. A 2-star double actually gives you gems, which you need for, to upgrade other dolls, because we're doing the Magia record sort of, what was the other one? Blue Archive, but most people haven't played Blue Archive, rather. But if you played Magia record, you get shards of a character when you get doubles, and you use those doubles to level up their rarity. Right, the game uses a similar system. So you kind of need doubles to fucking get anywhere with certain character levels, and you also need to grind maps for map drops like nobody's fucking business. So yeah, so doubles are good. Dubs are actually really fucking good, so that's fine. Doubles or dupes, kind of both. You don't get you can't hold duplicate versions of the same girl. If you get someone you've already have in the gacha, they will just convert it to gems or crystals or memory fragments. That's the fucking name. Right, and if you get them in map drops, you get most of them are only 1-star drops, so but you get gems instead of that, or rather you get parts, right. You use the memory fragments to buy the parts, which you need a set amount of them in order to upgrade the star level or rarity, like limit breaking and Azur Lane, and make the girl stronger, but it also does a couple of other interesting things as well. So basically, these girls start as 1 or 2 stars, but you can level them up to 3, 4, and 5. 3 stars actually just kind of start at 3 stars, but obviously the 1-star girls are going to be weaker, but I'm fairly certain, honestly, if you level them up, they're kind of on par. It just takes longer. But they're easier to get because you can get the required materials more commonly. But, right, our last blue. I'd love to play this if it got an end release. I would too, but fuck knows when that's gonna happen. And Tilda.
そして仲間を必ず守り抜く盾となることを誓いましょう。
Yes, Matilda Mark II, which is one of the things you can clearly see by the design. So yeah, she's got a... Well, aside from Tag's armpit here, but she's got the she's got kind of an Oscar face. She looks like she just kind of pouts and asks, "What are you, stupid?" like every 5 minutes. So good, we have something sturdy to put on the front line along with T1 Heavy. She upgrades to the Black Prince. Again, Matilda Black Prince. Where have you seen that? Nowhere but World of Tanks. Right, so that's our 2 stars. And now we get to the front-running showgirls. Now we get to our 3 stars, which I believe in the gacha you are limited to 3 maximum. You're only supposed to get 1. 1's guaranteed. Getting 2 and 3 are you have to actually try and re-roll the gacha until you actually get one of those. I don't think you can get more than 3 though. I'm pretty sure there might be a hard limit. I've never seen it. I sat there for testing purposes, pressing the re-roll button for 2 hours just to see what the fuck would come up. So you only get a maximum of 3 I've seen. But yeah, this is probably one of the better rolls you can get. But okay. So who's our front-running girls? Who did we get? There's quite a lot of them. This is, the tutorial gacha doesn't have every single girl in the game, unfortunately. You have a set pool, but who do we have? There are a lot of eccentric characters that we could get, but who's our 3-star girls? Oh.
オクチャーブリソユーズ所属重戦車カーベイシリーズの初期型です。同志エージェント様、共に行きましょう。勝利のその日まで。
Mrs. Voroshilov herself. We're good on heavy tanks. We're good. We got a 3-star heavy tank here. So yeah, KV1's actually really good at the heavy tank role. She's not the best. There's another certain character that is the best, but we'll see if she comes up. But yes, KV1 is well, she's easily upgradable, comparable to other 3-stars, and she soaks up damage real good. We've got the bias angle. I knew you would pull the star. Well, I got 3, we know this, but okay, so KV1, along with BT5. Wow! This is lining up, but okay, so next.
スピットファイアと申します。
No!
空戦には自信があります。空は私が必ずお守りします。そのためにはどんなことにも耐えましょう。
Speaking of which, hey, look everyone, it's Super Marine Saber! Yeah, Spitfire, who is apparently good because there are no bad 3-stars, but she's kind of weird. You kind of apparently need, whatchamacallit, her skill, or some of her abilities activate on escorting Lancaster, because it's British bombers, but there's only one. So, I'm not quite sure how good she is, but okay, Spitfire, that's one I haven't actually used. Is Tiger-chan here? Yes, Tiger is. But okay, so what's our last vehicle? I'm gonna laugh at another fucking heavy tank, but who's our last 3-star?
88mm 放射砲。
Oh!
アハトアハトって言われているらしい。はっちゃんって呼んでくれたら嬉しい。さん、はい。
It's Flak 88, otherwise known as the poster child for this fucking game. So, yeah, so now we got a flak gun. It's kind of awkward with Matilda being over there because that's kind of inconvenient to history. But yes, we have a flak gun. You have an in-placed AA unit as a vehicle, who is actually really fucking good. Mainly because she splash damages the ever-loving fuck out of aircraft, and also can attack ground aircraft as well, or rather ground aircraft, land targets as well. But we've got, okay, a weird sort of mix here. This isn't exactly the things that I usually use, but yeah, this is workable. We have 3 3-stars. But, of course, Once again, I'm gonna take this and run with it because why the fuck not? But there's our memory shards from getting that Panzer III double. Yeah. So if you were to press this button, you would re-roll the tutorial gacha, meaning you could sit here forever. Really, you have to press the red button in order to continue. But if you wanted to, you could simply just hit this button repeatedly, and then you would get 10 new girls, or rather, well, a new 10-pull roll. Of which you could get whatever, but that's that's three 3-star girls and a decent amount of equipment. Yeah, sure, I could have gotten something more. Yeah, Saba faces don't really interest me, but you know what? We'll work with that. It is official. Like, I ain't mad. Oh, right. P61. Black Widow. But, yeah, oof. Some of these designs are rather dangerous. But, now we enter the game. And she got a really racy fucking costume, too. Yes, large tit. Yeah, there's plenty of that here. Right. Ah, right. And right out of the gate, because login bonus, we get 1,000 gems. So that means we are 1/3 the way to a completely original 10-pull. Right. And also, if we were to sign in for 10 days, we get 0. Right, so 2,000 years. Woo. Right, so, yeah, if you log in for 7 days, well, we get SU-85 for the next day, which we're probably never going to see, but if you keep doing this, you will get a login reward, and that login reward is, the A6M0, which, yeah, sure. There's all other things going on. That's Black Widow's alternate costume, which you can purchase. We can't, though, because I can't spend any money in this game, because I'm not allowed to. I'm a foreigner. Right, I believe that's GW Tiger as well. Yes, GW Tiger. Oh. So that's 300 more gems, yes. I walked in today, and now I'm just being showered with gifts. Right? That's a summon ticket for information. And then also, we have another event running here where we do other things, where we do a set number of things, mostly feeding girls alcohol, and we get 20 free parts for Flak 88, which we would use. Because getting parts for 3-star girls is fucking painful. This game activates me. I'm glad it does, because there's a lot of things in this game that are interesting. However, unfortunately, also... Assender, that's esoteric, but TU2, I haven't got her yet. Fuck you, give me my jam point. But there's even more girls that we haven't seen yet. But there are very interesting things about this game that I kind of want to see, fully translated and, relevant in the gacha community. But, right, so, over here, right, and then get some challenges here, because we did a thing, right, yes? I'm guessing we own $5, $10, right, more free money. You have more coin goon, acquire a life orb. I mean, I could... Yeah, you know what? I don't think we're gonna actually make it to 10 pulls, because you need 3,000, that's kind of fucking expensive. Right, so, one other thing before we get to rolling more gacha, because crippling gambling addiction. One other thing this game is very interesting about this game is how you do repairs. You know repair tickets in Girls Frontline? You know how you grind for them and then you get to repair a certain doll repeatedly over and over again, right? You use the ticket. You don't do that here. What you do is, so you have 3 slots here, right? And since we're probably gonna be throwing her right on the fucking front line, let's take Matilda. You don't get repair tickets, you mass-produce replacements, which I think is actually really fun because, hey, I'm building up for this event that's coming in. It's gonna be coming in soon. I'm like, whatchamacallit, any of the other Girls Frontline events. Instead of building repair tickets, you build up stockpiles of bodies to throw at the problem, which, that's a neat concept. So yes, so these will produce over a set, number of time. That's the number that you have. So we have 20 reserve Matildas, and we're going to build 10 more. So, and this says how long it takes. It depends on the doll's rarity and what their type is. So, the Russian technique. Yes, Amish, funny that you mentioned that, because while I was testing on my other account, because I have Liberator, and Liberator does fucking everything, you just need someone on the ground to hold the line, I mass-produced BT5s to just throw at the problem and distract the enemy, until Liberator got overhead and demolished the entire map. So yes, I sent hundreds of small BT5s to their deaths for the good of the, me. Country, I don't know, the last city on the earth, something like that, yes. So yes, you can just throw bodies at the problem, which is, there's a lot of things about this game that are very interesting, and this is one of them. Also, how their damage model works, which I'll explain after we actually get into combat, but yes, more crippling gambling addiction, yes. Right, well, I guess we'll roll the P60, you know, the fucking, the Black Widow gacha here, because this is Cheeto, dangerously mediocre. As you can see here, Azure Lane has just kind of cracked open the vault here on Racy Design, so we just go sailing off a cliff. So I'm gonna alternate between them, because this one has actually given me really good results, and I haven't really seen the Black Widow gacha yet. So we're just gonna take turns. So we're just gonna do Black Widow first, and then Cheeto, and then you know, until we run out of gems. All right. So 1 pull, please. 1 ticket to the cute girl lottery. As soon as it loads. There we go. Right. Open the seal! It's a 1-star. Wow! It's almost like it's incredibly common.
どうも JU88A4 やってきました、万能博士と呼ばれているので大体のことはできますよ
Yes, Miss Junkers, who refuses to button her shirt. Yeah, fucking JU88. You ain't seen nothing yet for this fucking game, I swear to God. But yes, Schnellbaum. Right, so over here to the Cheeto gacha. Not Cheeto, Cheeto. Right. Open the seal! What else do we get here? I don't know what we're going to get, but we're going to try. Another 1-star. We're probably going to wind up with all the fucking 1-stars.
私はシュバルツクロスライヒ所属の HE
Right, so we already have HE111, but we instead get 1 memory shell. Because that's how that works. And we can use those to buy parts for other girls that we actually want to level. So, even if you get a dupe out of the gacha roll, it's still somewhat helpful, but getting a dupe of a 1-star is actually kind of laughable. It really doesn't help you along once you really start to get going, because 3-stars need 120 parts in order to actually increase their rarity to level 4. This is 1 part, so doesn't really get you very far. Right. So back again. We have 2 more rolls after this one, so we have 3 more chances to get something other than 1-star. What will it be? I wonder. Ooh, a 2-star. Look at us. That's the man who got a 3-star, right? You know, 3 3-stars out of the game. Helldiver. Interesting. Haven't seen her yet. She doesn't have a voice. Son of a bitch, 2nd class. Interesting. Hadn't actually picked her up on, playing the account that I was playing while I was on raid, but yes, Helldiver. Okay. Interesting. Right. Okay, back here. 1 more roll. Next! Ooh, well, it seems that our odds are increasing. Not really. Real House No Memory. Oh, sweet Jesus. Oh, sweet Jesus is Achilles.
なんかパッとしないとね。やることちゃんとやってくれれば別にいいけど。
This entire design radiates very dangerous very dangerous energy. You get leotard, you got tights, the tights that are only like the half foot. There's some dangerous things about this design. It's an eye-appeasing design, and also we have an Achilles, so we have a decent tank destroyer. How about that? She upgrades to a Sherman Firefight, yes, and gets even more dangerous. Well, not necessarily really even more dangerous, but you know, she's just one of those designs that you can sense the energy radiated by the sad panda tags just by looking at her. She probably is in the kinky shit. Okay, so there's that. We got one more roll. Okay, what's our final goal? We got 2 1-stars, 2 2-stars. Can we get a 3-star? Yeah, can we get a 3-star? Can we get a 3-star? Yeah. Hey! Holy shit. Game's listening. You know why? Because it knows I'm doing an ad. It's free advertising. I am doing free advertising. This game doesn't even have a Twitch tag. This doesn't even have a section on this website. I am doing God's work here. Right, so, 3, okay, fine, we're just getting rained on with stuff. Alright, so, who's our 3-star? Who did we get? Fuck you if it's TU2, I swear to God if it's TU2. If it's TU2, the game's listening. Oh.
あなたがエージェントですか？
Oh.
P61A ブラックウィドウです。ごきげんよう。面白い話をたくさん知っているから、あなたにも教えてあげたいわ。あなたの物語にも興味があるしね。
Well! Alright, I will take a absolutely, just... How can we describe how thick this girl is? But Jesus goddamn Christ. Thicker than a fucking concrete mixer goth waifu. Fine. I don't know what she does, but she's going on the front line because I tend to use Air Force more often, and we have Flak 88. What do we got to fear? You son of a bitch, I'm fucking it. Well, you gotta roll. She's the banner girl, but you gotta roll her. And no more rolls. But you know what? We got enough. Right, so, yeah, that's P61. I was actually kind of interested in what the fuck she did. What she does. The only problem is, kind of have a logical problem here. We have a really restrictive logical problem. Can you guess what it is? Mm-hmm. Can you guess what the logical issue is? Oh, right. Costume. Right. The logical issue is I can't read any of this. So, yeah, this ability. Yeah, this personal. I don't know what it does. I really don't. I'm obviously going to trust the girl to do everything for me because there are no 3-star. Wait a minute. Wait, wait, holy shit, she gets air superiority? Wow, okay, heavy fighter, right, Ash Arms wiki time. Yeah, about that, she had, there are two wikis, really none of them, they don't have any complete documentation on all the girls in the game. There's a very small group of people actually working inconsistently to translate some of the things in this game, but yeah, Black Widow isn't one of the girls that we actually know fucking anything about. Right, yellow special attack. I know that, but I don't know what it does! Because certain girls, like, say, B-17, have special attacks and special abilities. Like, B-17's fun thing is that if she's in a squad with another American bomber, say Mitchell, you know, B-25, or Liberator, B-24, she attacks twice because you need to level the entire area. Dark Knight Lurker. I'm gonna have to ask the woman to speak up if, you know, she might have to, you know, post some quality original content. Maybe stop lurking, girl. But, you know, hex maniac-esque fucking design here. She is a big mystery along with a big tit. Exactly. Absolutely Poag trader. An absolute mysterious mystery of a woman. Curiosity peaks as large as her fucking bust size, really. Also, there's the upgrade system here, which we'll get into once I actually, can do any of that. But, okay, she keeps a special ability. I'm not sure. Yeah, no, okay. So this is, we'll get into this, but that's melee attack. Melee attack's real good. Why is melee attack real good? Because you instant kill the fucking enemy. You attack them. Right. Yeah. So, yeah. Heel stocking and garters, my word. Garter belt? That's a structural strap. Look how fucking thick that thing is. Good lord. Just 50 pounds of titty and ass. Okay, so I guess, we got plenty of fighters. I'm not sure if we've got ground attack units, so I suppose, get, right, and then, well, I guess for, well, I haven't used Helldiver yet, so we'll use Helldiver yet. We'll use Helldiver, and then we'll use JU-80. That's our ground attack first. And just like that, we're out of space in here. Right, so, as for ground units, yeah, I'm just gonna put KV-1 and then Flak 88 there. That's all I need. If you're doing all air, that's really all you need. You really just need, AA helps, but all you need is a heavy tank to just kind of sit there and stop the enemy from running over the edge of your map. Right, so, we're just gonna see how this works. I should probably reverse this. Hang on. Right, so I'm gonna do a thing. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave, because I want to see if she actually does anything important, right? I'm gonna leave her on, I think that's reconnaissance, I think. So she can attack air and ground. Spitfire can be on fucking air superiority because Spitfire, ground attack, I don't think we can, I don't think that's a thing. But hey, she gets her own little thing. You have to fully fucking upgrade her rarity to get that, which means no time soon. But yeah, let's make her air superiority because a Spitfire is going to do nothing but that. Right. So, oh wait, no. Well, I shuffled it around like an idiot. Oh well. Also, additionally, just for the sake of it, right. There are the P61B. There is an upgrade path to some of these girls. Well, actually, almost all of them have upgrades, so you can, further upgrade them to other, to other variants of the vehicle, or in some cases, completely different vehicles, depending on what they decide to do. Like, for example, Achilles can upgrade to the Sherman Firefly, because other ones are more sensible here, like you go from P61A to P61B. Right, and also, of course, you get a nice change in costume here. So what does P61B costume look? It's gonna have less clothes. I bet it's got less clothes. Oh. Exposed, just fucking right off with the epaulets. Okay, fine. Sure, fine. And some spider web glowing red. Yeah, because we needed more of that. Night fighter camouflage, right, okay. Right, also, there's the alternate camouflage that, oh, actually, not camouflage. Alternate costume that some girls have depending on how much the net team likes them. And, wowzers! Also, there's a third piece of art, so if I can't buy that, because I can't get it, but, I suppose we're just gonna go with Widow for this one, because that just seems like the opportune thing to do. But additionally, you also get a third piece of art. Because there's no damaged art in this game, but you do get special art when they're your adjutant. Yeah, her fucking chest looks even larger, good lord. I mean, I'm not complaining. I'd like to be hugged by that, but good fucking god. Wow. But yes, you see, this is a nice quality waifu game. You're getting quality PNG images here.
かわいいわね。私を子供扱いしてるの？
I know what that word means. Goon, remember Taka. Yeah, but my dummy, thick, mysterious goth waifu, though. Come on, man. I'm only human. Good God, she looks fucking cute. Both cute and like she's about to say, let's share a bed. I am not going to complain about any of that. But also, we're going to have to actually get on with actually playing the game in order to actually make any more progress. But, so yeah, P61 is our waifu here. Yes, the mysterious, advanced Night Fighter is guiding us through the unseen, the undecipherable, impenetrable blackness that is a gacha game we can't fucking read. Perfect guide. This is all working out. Right. Also, but before we get on with it, that's Pershing, by the way. One other thing I like about this game as well, that's ME262, which is goofy for a lot of reasons. Right, but there's also one other thing this game does right that I'd like to see in other games as well, though most of them probably do this already. Right. This is basically a battle pass. So you do things, you get XP, and you increase the level on this board, and you get the rewards. However, if you shill, you get even more rewards from the bottom level, like 45 memory fragments. That's really fucking good. Right, so, just a little XP to get us moving there. And, yeah, so, that's ME262. It's kind of silly, but if you saw her default art, you'd laugh even more because she's Komi from Komi Can't Communicate. So, welcome to the amazing visual novel of Schwabble Can't Communicate. Yeah, okay, so yeah, her costume is the reward here for this battle pass. Somewhere around there it is. Right, actually, well, it's there, but you can... Yeah. Right. Yikes! Good fucking God. The last one was BF-110, which... It was actually kind of, like... presentable. Fuck. Woman's barely dressed. But yes, you can, in fact, get yourself a barely dressed ME262. All this and more. I come on to see Big Titty Woman. Well then. Well, Hibiki, here you go, even bigger Titty Woman. We're being guided by probably one of the largest busts in the game currently, I think. I'm not quite sure. I'm not an expert. I'm willing to learn. I'm willing to go to college and get a degree. What about 61? Well, 61 has that the event costume, which is, where is it? Oh, yeah, I have to click here. Actually, no. Wrong one. Right, back out. Wrong one. Loading. Right. That's P61's alternate costume. You have to pay for that, though, and I can't actually get that because I can't shill for a foreign game. I'm doing a great advertisement campaign for it, though. Right, so, yeah, now that we've got 50 pounds of PNG files here, let's actually play the game. Because, yeah, all this gambling is, great, but, you kind of wonder what the fuck's the gameplay, right? Right, so, as per most games, you have a world map. And this kind of looks like it's trying really fucking hard to be Girls Frontline in terms of design, but, yeah, it's a relatively simplistic game. Depending on her ribcage width and height, she looks like a Japanese M cup or P cup. Sweet mother of Christ, that goes on that long. I know G exists, but fuck, we go even farther than that, good lord. Wait, there's gameplay? Yes! It's not just staring at big titty PNG files. There's actually a game here. Wait, are we a Zeppelin? Yeah, yes, in the grim dark future of the 68th millennium, we use Zeppelins for everything. Why? Because fuck you, it's cool. We also use steam locomotives, because again, fuck you, it's cool. Right, okay, so, yes, stuff. Right, so, we're gonna see exactly what our girls do here. Well, I know what, Yunkos do, and I know what KB1. KB1 just kind of goes over there and shoots. But let's see how absolutely monstrous P61 is. I kind of want to see what Widow does. I need to see how to use her skill, even though we don't know what it does. Yes, stuff. Right, so welcome to Necronica, but it's double layered, really. This is really just, like, first time I looked at this, I'm like, wait a fucking minute, this is, I recognize this, and I look up here, and while, for the most part, from what I've seen, your units go first. I'm assuming that units with higher AP can potentially interrupt your action chain in like events or whatnot. That's probably something they're gonna wind up doing. And then it's not quite the what is it, the count system from the Chronica, but you look at it and go, that could very easily just be the count system from the Chronica. Right, okay, so Flak 88 really looks like she's carrying that way. Have a seat, girl. Right, okay, so P61, destroying everything. Okay, she's either singing or annoyed that we have to get her out of bed, but look at those incredibly moe eye bags. Good fucking god, my heart's been stolen. Right, so, okay, so, I don't know what her skill is, but, okay, that's the air attack, and I think, yeah. That's flying low. Right, okay, so she attacks over there. I can't use her ability, maybe because I don't have enough CP. We'll see about that, though. Right, so we're gonna move over here, and we're gonna end turn. Why? Because we don't actually really need to move. What we're going to do is we're going to stick KV1 in front of Flak 88, so nothing comes to harm. Our adorable Flak cannon does not come to harm. And this is basically how I play ground units. Obviously, you could spec really hard at using ground and barely any air. We have Flak 88, so we could run no planes at all, because we have AA. Really fucking good AA. But this is also one of the interesting things about this game, is that you can run it a bunch of different ways. They have enough vehicles and enough variants that you could potentially play it, I think, about 3 ways, or just kind of mix and match and do whatever the fuck you want. Fighters are incredibly important, but really what you need is something that can soak up damage, either by dodging or having lots of armor. Something that can deal damage, and then something to deal with planes. You need AA of some description. Actually, funnily enough, you can work this down to 2 units. And also, that was the game bugging us that, oh, you have action points. What are you doing? I'm trying to see what this one waifu does, thank you. This game needs an English release. I would very much like to play this. The only problem is, fuck knows when that's gonna happen. Yeah, so these are our horrible geometric monster things. Oh no, 10 damage. Wait, is that a hostile AA emplacement? I think that's a hostile tank destroyer or artillery placement, because that don't shoot up. There are vehicles that shoot up, though. There are enemies that shoot up, and they're quite scary. All right, Widow. What the fuck do you... It's air only. Oh. Oh. Okay, so she has a range 2 air attack. Does that change with height? No. Okay, so she has a standoff ranged attack, which is very nice. But, so we're just gonna back up a bit and just kind of back it up, back that incredibly large ass up, and then attack once. Ash Arms does have an NAEU release on the docket at soonish. It is slated for holiday season this year to latest summer next year. Interesting. So, okay, so 300 damage. 380 damage, that's okay. She's clearly not a ground attack plane, though. She's, well, it's a night fighter. It's the P61. She's supposed to shoot at fucking planes. So yeah, good. We'll be looking out for that one, though. Alright, so, to really see what this woman can do, we kind of need air units, but we'll get those eventually. Okay, so now everyone shoots. So now everyone can shoot here. Thank you, KV1, for absorbing all of the fire. That's kind of her job. This is why she has armor and hit points. It's kind of funny, too, because now we have tanks that actually can absorb armor and, you know, have armor that can absorb damage. The waifu games can get this right, however, War Thunder and World of Tanks seemingly cannot. But, right, so.
Yes.
Now everyone shoots. That's air. Right. Right, Spitfire does not have any ground attack abilities because of air superiority, but son of a bitch second class will do the job. Alright, girls, Rain it down.
ねえ聞いているの
Oh,
こんにちはは
never. The hang up on localization is manpower due to virus and needing a publisher in the West to list it in.
ーいマナーが
These can be solved. But yes, virus constraints. Alright. The game seems like it's still kind of work in progress in terms of adding features, so maybe the wait's a good thing. Hmm. 700 damage. Not bad. Comparison, the highest the numbers get for like liberators, like as I was seeing, like 4,000.
お願いこの空を汚さないで
I think I'm beginning to recognize that voice. I need to actually double check. I need some documentation. I think Flak88 is fucking Miho from Girls and Blades.
この
hear it a
空
little
を
bit.
汚さないで
Also, she attacks twice. I forgot about that. So she airbursts air units and attacks twice for ground units. Yeah, Flak88's your kind of your main character, girl. She's on the cover for a good reason. Right, so steel, XP, lore that we can't fucking read, iron, gears, and gems. Okay, so we have a hodgepodge team that we're kind of just throwing at the problem, but it works. I mean, we could probably cut down the number of girls on the field to save resources, but as soon as we unlock the town, we're gonna be fucking swimming in resources, so it doesn't really matter. The town is actually really overpowered now. The amount of alloys that you get for, you know, just from the refinery is hilarious. But what's going on here, tutorial? Right, XP. Right, so over here, Panzer III is level 3, but we can enhance this. Yes, it requires 20 gear. We have 77,000. This price does go up.
強くなったのかな
And now it's back to playing the game. Or rather, I think this is the dailies next to the tutorial? Yes. Right. Hey, have you played Azure Lane? You know what the fuck these are just by looking at them. I don't even need to tell you what these are. I don't even need to explain, you know, what they or, you know, and speculate what they could be. You know what the fuck these are. So, yeah, we're just level 5. We're just gonna do level 5. It's an XP at this one. Oh, so now we have air units. Good. Flak88 is in fact Miho. I knew it. So that's one voice that I recognize. Congratulations! We made Miho not the Panzer, but the gun. Reincarnated as a Flak88. Right! Okay, so now let's see what a Widow can do.
はーい
So we're just gonna move over here. We're just gonna... So over here.
止まって
Just gonna have KV just sit there like before. You guys just get to sit there because I want to experiment. Don't read into that. P1000 Rat is slated to be added to the game next spring. Wow. Interesting. What I want though is I want my fucking strategic air command units. I want my B-52s, my B-36s, my B-47s, my fucking, you know, Korean War jet aircraft. Give them to me. I want my esoteric means.
私の東
Yes, her damage animation is, you've made me angry now, you son of a bitch. You know that shit. Hustler, that too. Alright, also, funny thing we should say, I mean, it'll actually take us a while to unlock this, but SR-71 is actually in the game. She's not playable, but she's in the game. Well, if we make it to actually unlocking Recon, I will show you. But, right, so, now we have CP. Alright, so what the fuck does this... Oh, wait, now, gotta back up. Right, back it up. Right, there we go.
ハロー疲れた
Okay, we don't have enough of that. We do not have enough CP to actually use that attack. Fine, whatever.
パウクパウク
Alright. Bomb! Bomb! Actually, well. since we can't shoot, we bomb them, and then Spitfire is back up. She's not really doing anything right now. Okay. Yes, I know Mouse is in the game. However, I don't know the voice actor's name off the top of my head. Ring my memory here. Ring a bell here. Someone who I would know. Okay, so what the fuck is your attack? Okay, she buffs herself 3 fucking times.
私の手のひらからは逃げられないわよ。
Okay. She attacks a single target for a fuckload of damage. That looked impressive, but it didn't really do very much. And they're all dead. Right, so Helldiver's doing pretty good. Junkers will now probably destroy both of those units on the ground. No, actually. Almost. Nana Trinity for 00. Oh no, Spitfire is being actually engaged. What a shame. You missed a KV1. Congratulations. It's fucking stupid, Giraffe. Really done it now. Wow, both of you are yeah, this gene pool was doomed. This nanomachine cluster was definitely just not fit. Okay. Well, actually, no, we could do it. Right. What does? That's a self ability. I don't know what that does, but oh, she doesn't have enough for melee attack. Well, that's just unfortunate. Right. Yeah, I guess Flak 88's just gonna actually pound the ever-loving fuck out of them. Or rather, Helldiver is. They'll be dead by the time they engage. And I have no further points to engage with. Oh well. Okay, that's very high single target damage.
Engage.
Oof. Congratulations, Saberface. You've done the job. Seems like she's a bomber boss killer. Yeah, whatchamacallit? Jagdpanther is one of the other girls you can get out of the gacha who is apparently very good at attacking a single target. However, that's not really usable that's not as, generally usable as AoE is kind of king for most engagements. So it seems as though we have a high damage single target focused unit. Which, okay, if we run, the bosses are fucking frightening. We would get to the boss in World 2, the bosses are fucking frightening. Rather, World 1. We're in 0, but technically it's the second world. The bosses are fucking frightening. However, she's an air unit, so this is gonna kind of be a problem. But yeah, boss is fucking scary. We're gonna have to rely on Flak for that, I suppose. Well, 61 being a single target delete makes sense. Yes, it does. Because Night Fighter, radar guided, blast the plane. Okay, so what else do we get here? Map completion rewards. Right, okay. Hey, look, tildes. I almost forgot about her. That kind of feels like completely forgetting Asuka exists, and, you know, the consequences being what they are. Definitely gonna need more KVs, though, because she's actually on the line and getting shot at. Rest easy, I'm not a ghost. Thanks. Right. It's good that I've got someone who could spot translate things. Good. Because fuck knows I can't read anything. But wait until we can go to the bar. But yeah, we haven't unlocked anything on the battle pass yet. Right! Moving on. Okay. World 4. Also Hurricane Double. Right. We're gonna get P61 crunked. Well, yes. I can't read anything. Some people can spot translate. However, you need a lot of alcohol to get anywhere with the affection system. It's kind of fucking ridiculous how much these women can drink. More plot we can't understand. However, also, well, for this battle, we're gonna do basically what you wind up doing for most of the game, which is actually kind of a flaw in the game, but whatever. You just kind of click the auto button with the fucking arrow. You're gonna need to do this. Why? Because the amount of grinding you need to get shit in certain parts of the game is kind of obnoxious. Switch Big Titty Plum to melee mode? Probably, because she's not a ground attack plane. I forgot about that. I should make that switch. Helldiver just seems to be our bombing girl. They did great on the whole girl from well but cleaned up look. Yes, she is very much the Sachko, but a little bit more presentable. Oh no, 42 damage. But yeah, if you let the AI play the game, they do some stupid things you kind of want to avoid. And then, there being no air, Spitfire over there just kind of walks past the enemy. Like, for example, you wouldn't want your fucking artillery piece that's lightly armored on the front line. However, the AI doesn't care. The VA for Asuka from Ava is in this. As who? As whom? I wonder. Dead. Seems to like the feeling of the AN-M2's firing. I wonder why. I also wonder why. Looks very closely at our seating arrangement on her gun pod. Riding the washing machine of death. Yeah. And a hurricane double. Woo! One memory fragment. Right, so, moving on. So, roll 5, because why stop? Why contain it? Let the anime girls continue destroying, or rather, not destroying, reclaiming the world. Yeah, you gotta watch about this. Letting the AI play this shit is kind of a bad idea. But let's do melee attacks. Let's do that, because we haven't actually had the, whatchamacallit, the CP to actually do it on screen. But melee attacks are very interesting. Also very fucking dangerous. But, okay, that's air superiority. We have air units in this map. Jolly fucking good. Let's destroy someone. Also, funny thing, we talked about GTFO earlier. Shavaxi is playing it right now. Of course. Everything just seems to be lining up with the things I'm saying right now. I called a 3-star drop. Yes. stuff. Yeah. 88, technology, iPads. Right. Clearly an advanced weapons development program to stop the horrible alien nanomachine threat. Something. We got the cute girls. Gun, big gun, but the gun wasn't big enough. But we strapped the gun to a cute girl, and then, finally, we could actually defeat the horrible monsters. Yeah. Also, I left auto on, so I don't get to do anything else. Dang! Oof. Oh. Okay, right, no. I think it's air superiority. I thought it was interceptor that got a 2-tile attack, but okay, there you go, fine. Spitfire just kind of reaching. And as you can see here, why have ground units? Ground units are a formality. Just let the Air Force obliterate everything. This is the style of play I leaned on. You, however, can do the exact fucking opposite that I'm doing. They have 1 unit left. Wow, what is he gonna do? Actually take a shot. Oh no. 12 damage. Okay, so, can we? No, actually, no. And you don't have enough AP to do that. Okay, well, what a shame. Well, we can have KV-1 melee attack it. That'll work. What does melee attack do? Well, first of all, you get a really cool animation. Yes, her cannon is a fucking beam saber. Right, so melee attack actually instant kills the enemy. However, there's a chance that the enemy can counter and do damage to you. If you do melee attack to higher level enemies, you will likely get your fucking doll instantly killed. Also, don't do it to bosses, dear Christ. You will see why. I will probably have a girl sent to death just to explain how horrifying it is. Just to get across the point of how fucking terrifying bosses are in this fucking game. So I'd like to see what Widow's melee attack is. It's probably got a lot of personality. Because she seems to have an abundance of assets. Right, upgrades. Right, so, in addition to level, each girl has an upgrade grid, which you spend, well, iron and steel to start with, but a whole lot of other fucking things too. So yes, you can upgrade their statistics, and then you can get a retrofit. In this case, well, we can't click on it, but I forget what model Panzer III that is. That is a later model Panzer III. I think it's OSFA J, I think. Right. And also, you could also, depending on which girl in their upgrade path, you could also switch roles. Like, Panzer III is a medium tank. She can switch to actually being a Stug, which is a tank destroyer. So yes, also, so you've got, it's awesome F, right, okay, and then you've got, happy, Christmas, skins. Also this, which is, dangerous! Some of these skins and designs are ooh. But yes, also you've got, later, I think that's, what you call it, also M, right, okay, right. Also, Stuka. Yes. Who made this? Very dedicated individuals that are putting very, very high marks on their design. EU NA censorship inbound. Well, actually yes, but also no, because Azure Lane isn't really all that censored in the EU and US. Actually, it's more censored in China than it is anywhere else. So actually, no one cares. Right, so, right, we've got some quests here, also raids, right, or rather expeditions. Those are interesting, but also incredibly time-consuming. I don't find myself doing them a lot just because of how much time they take, even though they give you a lot of resources. He's wearing a dish towel. It's a China dress, thank you. It's got, actually, no, she's barely wearing anything, good lord. Yeah, some of the skins be like that. Some of the skins be a lot like that. But then again, this isn't new to any of you people. You know what gacha games are. You know what's here. You know what they're doing. Who they're selling to. Oh, Panzer 2. Or Panzer 1, I think? I think it's 2. Okay, so now that we have auto turned off, we can actually do things like just kind of protract the game out to do cool things, such as watch P61's breast jiggle as she melee attacks. What does this woman do for her melee attack animation? So roughly a quarter of the dev team on this game are former devs from FGO, Azure Lane, and Girls Frontline. I can see it. Also, dolls. Yes. See? What did I tell you? We made Big Gun, but Big Gun wasn't enough. Then we added Cute Girl. And that's when we started to turn the tide of the war. Also, dolls. T-dolls, anyone? But even farther back, even farther back, dolls. Dolls are characters in Necronica, which continues to further my belief that this game was someone's fucking Strike Witches Necronica campaign. Which I'm laughing at, but hey, I know what that is. So yes, do that. You know what's going on here. You know what game you're playing. Right, okay, so let's move P61 up there and then prepare her for melee attack. And then we don't need to do anything else. Just move KV over there, move Helldiver over here, and actually, well, you know what, let's, Helldiver seems to do more damage, so, yeah, have Helldiver bomb that target. And, no, we don't have enough, I guess we're doubling up then. Okay, right, okay. The first line of ground units is going to be utterly obliterated. Yes, the first... How to solve our problems. Merge a tank with a woman. Yes. Yes. Everything works out. Shut up. That's totally how it works. Everything's fine. You believe in feminism, right? So let me just cybernetically graft World War II vehicle parts onto this woman. We'll have the ultimate killing machine. We will defeat the alien threat! It's EDF, but everybody's Mecha Musume. Look, he's running. They know fear. It's afraid. You're fucked now, kid. Helps motivate the high school dropouts that end up as infantry. Yes, it does, in fact, boost the morale of the mooks that wind up being mooks in a Strike Witches fucking story. Right. It's just make sure that guy's gonna be fucking dead. Yeah, wow, JU-80... Junkers needs CP to actually do a basic attack? You need high... Oh, right, high altitude. Right, that's taken care of. Right, okay, so, Widow, what is your animation? And they say war never changes. Completely untrue! War does change. It gets more profitable. Especially when you start selling sex along with it. Oh, sweet Jesus. Oh, sweet Jesus. Tags. Bondage. Woof. Okay, Shibari. Got it. That's her melee attack. Okay! That's horrifying. I like it. She engages witch mode. Yeah, right. She engages witch mode while making the fuselage of her gun pod and her wings and engines look like a cross. Horrifying! Chock full of religious symbolism. We're the Ava rebuilds in here.
2号戦車 C 型よ。
Ah, yes.
一応言っておきますけど、私もう立派な淑女ですからね。他の軽戦車と一緒にされるのは困ります。
Panzer II-C.
何よその顔は。ちょっとなんでにやけてるのよ。
You can hear the tsundere in her voice. She has gray hair, but you could feel the Asuka. Also, she has another quality that's very interesting. Let me get out of this game and I will show you. I need it for research, and by research I mean shilling at artist friends. Oh, Sydney, please. I entirely condone this.
ただいま、エージェント。安心して。私は幽霊じゃなくて、生きてるドールズよ。抱きしめて確認してみる？
That voice. I recognize that voice actor from something. I don't know what it is, though. Probably something from Fate. Probably seen it. There's enough foreboding, deep-voiced women. But, yeah. So, that face is horrifying. But if you're on the right side of that face, it's also just warm and inviting. I happen to be that kind of a fucked up person. Right. So yeah, Panzer II. Right. You see, Panzer II doesn't really have that many standout qualities, but, that's quite the geometric, shape there. Mm-hmm. Junkers is 88 is my secretary, thank you. And, I mean, I'd like to wake up to that. That's a pretty good secretary. Woman, button that fucking shirt, though. Jesus Christ. Don't let Takao see. You see, if I let Black Widow here, get anywhere near Takao, she'd probably wind up making her wear, edgier clothing and more eyeliner, which I'm totally okay with. Oh, right. Challenges. The kicker is that her overshirt is one of yours. Of course. Of course. That shirt, that's yours. Where'd she get it? Use your imagination. Because obviously we're playing a gacha game about, cute PNG files. This is all imagination. Nearly 75% of it is all imagination. Not to mention, she might get her into Shibari. Well, if you read certain dojins, Takao's kind of a sub there, so Shibari kind of enters the situation naturally there. But remember, PG Christian stream here. Mm-hmm. Right. I am, just, not doing anything racy or out there. Nothing outrageous here. Just a normal stream about a normal game with incredibly attractive women. PG Christian stream shrimp. Yes, exactly. You can't tell me I'm wrong because no one can read the fucking game that I'm playing. You can't tell me this isn't... Actually, you could. You really could. But shh. But yes, okay, so, Black Widow is, yeah, we're definitely going there with the dark, goth spider thing. Down to the webs, and, also somewhat demonic, too, with the way she kind of, arranges her equipment like a cross. So yeah, definitely something unholy and demonic. But clearly, the ends justify the means, and it's totally, totally necessary for the survival of the human race, and totally not a fantasy of mine that I am totally not enjoying. It's all official and upstanding. Procreation, or rather, intercourse for procreational purposes only. No fun here. Definitely no alcohol. We haven't got to that yet. The bar's not open. Right. So again,
よし
I have absolutely no idea what these units are named, what they do, but these fuckers like to rush. So we're gonna use something very interesting.
了解
Okay, well, Widow can't do fucking jack shit. So she set the air superior. We're gonna use Overwatch.
そんなの朝飯前ですよし疲れたよし
Right, I have no CP. Can't do anything else. '88 says I'm tired. Well, she does carry that shit around, but honestly, she probably sleeps the entire day. But yes, please. Oh, wait, no, you walked in it. Yeah, well, you did the XCOM. Just wait my turn? Fuck you! Walk into my field of view and be destroyed by my Air Force. Good. See, again, if you're playing all air, why have ground units? This is probably like the optimal ground team for anything. Because you don't really need to, if you're going to be using air a lot, you don't need anything else. The air units will do literally everything. I'm fairly certain that Widow will probably knock out anything strong in the air almost instantaneously. I'm not quite sure though. But then again, air superiority melee does attack every unit in a lane. We just haven't gotten multiple ones yet. So Widow's probably really fucking scary when you run her. She can just eat entire lines of enemies, which, well, any air unit can actually do that if they're set to air superiority, but Widow's a 3-star, so she's really fucking good at it. And they're all dead at the end. Thank you, Hellman. Not gonna lie, Widow is definitely the one who earned my waifu selection for Ash Arms. Gonna need to download and obtain this game. Well, obviously because it's not English, you can't actually get it through the English Play Store. You're gonna have to download QApp and then actually get it through there, like you get all the foreign games. Unfortunately, Dancing Fool, you're gonna be stuck with, slumming it with dumb luck because you can't actually shield for it, not even you. Already have it downloaded. One step ahead, good sir. But yeah, anyone else, you should know what QApp is if you play gacha games. It's how you get games ahead of English releases. I mean, you know my luck. I mean, I had fucking amazing luck, and you're the guy who plays scratch-offs and gave me $400 today. You'll probably wind up getting 4 3-stars in the gacha roll, even though I say it's impossible. But you know, if there's anyone who can make it happen, it's you. But remember, you can re-roll it as many times as you fucking want anyway. So you know what? Maybe you can do it. Maybe you can win $1 million in the infinite scratch-off. Right. All right. Oh, so we're at the boss node for this world. However, this isn't quite the most horrifying thing yet. This is a basic encounter. The boss for World 1, though, is absolutely horrifying. But I've got to go to the bathroom. I will be right back. Alright, I am back, and we should be... I got another cup of coffee. We should be good to go for another hour or so. At least. But, yeah. There is an officially sanctioned fan translation in the works for this. Very good! I mean, I'm not expecting miracles here. I just want to be able to read the fucking thing. So, if the translation's shoddy... Oh well, I mean, some of these guys have worked on quality games, quality gacha waifu games, so they kind of know what quality is, but I just want to be able to read the fucking game, because I actually do like this game. Unfortunately, I will not be able to shill for this game until I can actually pay them American money. And yes, P-38 Lightning is twins. There are two Get twin engines, because they're two. Their skins are also incredibly dangerous as well. It's inventive like that, but this is kind of a game that is actually playing around with a lot of designs that haven't been in gacha games for this sort of thing, and also, whatchamacallit. You got Azure Lane, but Azure Lane doesn't really care about anything other than ships. We don't really necessarily have too many other gacha games that are using, well, too many prominent good gacha games. There's been, dime a dozen. You got shit like Panzer Mädels that's, trying to make tanks and the girls. The designs aren't very good, but we don't have many of the, up and coming, or rather, somewhat well-produced gacha games that actually are focusing too much on World War II tanks and planes. So this game actually seems to be, probably primed to take the spot. I mean, yeah, sure, Azure Lane, Girls Frontline, and, Arc Knights are the king of everything, a Grand Order as well. So it's probably not gonna take anyone's fucking seat there, but it's still probably gonna be an entertaining diversion. The only problem is that, honestly, I feel like the grind in this game is fucking murderous. Never let it be said that I do not have my secret squirrel sources in the game industry. The only reason I do not say who or where is because it's legally gray. People could lose their job or worse. Well, I'm glad to have your connections, Diabito, because, quite frankly, I would not know anything about this shit if you weren't here. So I am perfectly fine with you keeping your sources anonymous. The quality of the information you produce is more than well enough. I don't need to pry. Y'all have not seen Mado P-47. Yes, Mado P-47. My nickname for her is Jugs, and no one can stop me. She's based off of Roberta, though, in terms of, design. She has a suitcase gun. I know exactly where the fuck that came from. I'm still calling her Jugs, though. It's a shame I didn't get her, but yeah, I'm still calling her Jugs. You are simply the man who knows a man. Yes, exactly. Good, well put, Dancing Fool. We don't need to pry for your sources. The information, Diabito, you provide is more than good enough. We don't need to, know exactly which company this shit comes from. We don't need to know which man or woman on the inside that you are talking to, but quite honestly, it's good enough to know. Just like it'd be good enough to be able to read any of this amazing fucking plot. That's clearly saying the same, roughly the same thing, but the kanji actually changes. And they fight, and they fight, and they keep on fighting until the nation represented by the last standing contender wins the right to rule all of space, something like that. I have no idea, but yes, War for Humanity Survival, I can get the gist of it. That's kind of set it up there. Do I know any specifics? No. Sure the Douglas 85 though. What's the Sky Raider? 85. That'd be the 80. That'd be the 4. That's the upgraded model for Sky Raider. Yeah, the 4. Right, no, Sky Raider's interesting because she's a really good ground attack plane, and also, yeah, that design is really good. Right, so let's see here. What do we want to do? Melee attack, clearly. I definitely need more CP generation because, yeah, I don't have maybe it's down to the amount of, amount of girls that I have on the field, but I never have enough CP to immediately melee attack something, and this annoys me. I wish to destroy everything, but I know what we can do. Actually, no. Wait, can we go? No, not in range. Okay, you survived today, fuckers. Well, I guess we'll go over here. Can you do anything?
高高度から参ります
Well, just get in position then, and then I guess we'll just have, again, KV-1 just sit there and then flak park there, because all they do is guard the back of the map. The Air Force does the job. There are some maps where the Air Force isn't very good unless you have them incredibly high level. You do need units on the ground to solve some problems, but for the most part, yeah, air is horrifically overpowered, and most of this game is... If they don't cripple the air somehow by having a storm, which reduces their mobility, the air destroys everything. So, the rule of Ash Arms is air is monstrously fucking overpowered, use it as much as you can. Oh, Sherman is also, yeah, Sherman, otherwise known as Amelia Watson. Look it up. I'm honestly feeling like we need P61 needs again this is entirely from a point of intellectual how should I put this? Intellectual suggestion, I suppose. Entirely from a thinky, high-minded intelligent point of view. I think P61 needs a plug suit skin. Just saying. Remember, Christian stream. No compromising or inappropriate thoughts here. Well, that's just, well, you see, that's that being an entirely intellectual person as well. Yeah, the China dress is a little bit overdone, and also, honestly, I think our Halloween costume is a China dress. Well, partially a China dress. Because I'm looking at this and I'm seeing her design and the cross thing. And now you can see on her icon that her breasts are kept in like belted in right place. Yeah, I could see a plug suit on her. It'd be nice. But again, just making intelligent platonic decisions, rather suggestions. Like, she's basically wearing an Evangelion plug suit. It looks like that in her icon, or rather her game, like, chibi form here, but not quite in her art. Did you unlock P61 skin yet? No, because it didn't get it. Well, you have to play there. I think you have to do her event for 7 days in a row in order to get it, but I didn't actually get it on my other account. Because I did it, because I was playing, this is what I was doing for a month while I was off. Congratulations, guys, you found out. While I was off waiting for the house repairs to be done, I was playing this. I found my way playing this, I think it was through a Twitter post. But I didn't actually get her costume, even though I did the 7 days of the event. Never seen a giraffe bomb before. Welcome to Africa!
シュバルツクロスライヒ所属グリレ H 型です
Good.
火力が取り柄です難しい戦場ほど頑張れるタイプですよろしくお願いします
Right, so, this might seem like a blast from the past, but, speaking of World of Tanks, if any of you actually, know about the Bad Luck Club series I did way back when I started with Cybert and Oops and some of the jokes that we made along the way. If you might remember this one. Is it a pretty grill? Yes. Grill is a pretty grill. She's a pretty grill. Solving jokes. Just great. Everything's lining up. Clearly, when I started playing World of Tanks in 2011, this is clearly what I was working to. This is clearly what our destiny was. P61's VA was also a VA in Gundam Seed, Gundam Orphan. Haven't watched it yet, as well as it's in Reincarnated as a Slime. Also haven't seen it. Rebuild of Ava and Killing Bite. Well, I should watch Iron Blooded Orphans. Reincarnated as a Slime was a meme that I never really took seriously, but yeah, I know it's out there. what does she play in Rebuild, in the Ava rebuilds? I mean, she sounds like a decent voice, a good voice actor, so I'm not really surprised, but who did she voice there? Also, I'm afraid to ask for Gundam Seed as well. Miscellaneous voices. Oh! Okay, so she's a background character in Ava. What about Seed? Who did she voice in Seed? Does she just do professional background voices? Right, so that's World 1 done. World 0, my bad. Right, and now we're on to 1-1. In which, hey! Yeah, I know what that is. Same in both Gundam and Slime. Okay, so she doesn't really have a role, right? Or either, doesn't have a leading role in any of these. She's an extra background voice, which, well, that's kind of a shame.
安心して。私は幽霊じゃなくて生きてるドールズよ。抱きしめて確認してみる?
I think that's a quality voice. Hey, look, we have two gacha rolls, but I find this voice comforting in a dark but inviting sort of way. So you know what? I'm not going to say the woman doesn't do good work. Right. So, do we want the chain? This might give us aircraft. So you know what? We got two. We can roll both. Want to hug me to check? Yes. I am not a ghost, but do you want to hug me to check? I answer yes for D61's man. Open the seal! ME262 is basically Komi-san, but a jet fighter. I'm glad I'm not the only one that fucking saw this. Oh, 2-star. Good. But yeah, no. Fucking 262 is just fucking Komi. It's fucking silly, but it's just Komi. Oh.
BF110 着任だ。古き機体ではあるが、航続距離の長さと汎用性の高さを持ってかつての対戦を戦い抜いた。
So yes,
本部隊
but
ではその経
110.
験を生かし、機関のお役に立ってみせよう。よろしく頼む。
So yes, BF110 or but 110 here with a fucking laser chainsaw. Fucking radical. Okay, fine. A also pretty okay to decent ground attacker. Alright, so over here, what do we get? BF-110 is actually very mega otherwise. Okay, well, that's unfortunate. I wouldn't know these things. I assume that any girl that gets an event that actually, gives her a special costume or art is someone that the game actually cares about and is actually good, so that's just my perception. But apparently, I'm wrong. Got 81 instead of Widow. You can re-roll it, though! Well, actually, that's a tutorial gacha. And hey, look, another 2-star. Right, Widow is not in the tutorial gacha, so you have to actually get legitimate gacha rolls in order to get her. But, what's the 2-star here?
Hi!
Oh.
Stardust Union 所属 M4 シャーマンだよ。かつての対戦ではバランスに優れたいい戦車だって褒められたこともあるんだ。みんなのため一生懸命頑張るよ。よろしくね、エージェント。
Ladies and gentlemen, today is a very special day because I am honored to present Amelia Watson on the stream here. Tell me I'm fucking wrong. So yeah, it's M4 Sherman, but that's fucking Amelia Watson. Tell me I'm wrong. You can't. You fucking can't. Okay, so now we're out of gacha rolls, but we've got two decent 2-stars, so no problems here. I mean, that's a long-term thing. We may play this game again just for the sake of playing it, but you do need a shit ton of girls to do things like expeditions and whatnot. Also the trains, but we haven't unlocked those yet. And I think that's enough coffee for me. I'm starting to feel the caffeine headache. But hey, can't push it too hard. It's my first day back in a month. Right, so World 1. Give Widow a repair there, a tiny little repair, even though we don't do that, but just keep the girl sparkling clean. We definitely need to put some replacements on the production line, because not only do you replace them when they die, you also replace them when you repair them. So you need to consume one reserve doll in order to repair or reinforce or rebuild entirely a doll that gets damaged or killed. So you do need to get those production lines running all the time, especially if you're running something like, say, KV1 and she's getting dented a lot, and you just keep repairing her to full health just to be nice.
Yes.
If they survive, again, the ground force will do what it's supposed to do. Yep. And over there. Probably need to clear World 1 for training expeditions. I think it's World 1-4, or rather, map 1-4 you get the expeditions? I'm not sure. I know you unlock them relatively quickly, I just forget exactly what. There we go. Dead. Shame we don't have Liberator. I could attack all of these units. Well, actually, I'd still have to wait for the second turn, but Liberator can nail every single unit in 3 squares. Which is horrifying and incredibly useful. So cool news. After the NAEU localization is done, which will happen if possible, after the next 4 upgrade revisions of Ash Arms, there are plans to try to get Sunrise Bamco to agree to a Gundam crossover event. That's actually... wow. But it's kind of funny, because I looked through some of the material for this. Apparently they had a Muv-Luv crossover, which was fucking silly, but okay, yeah. Sure! Bring it on! Give me event Nekamusume, or just gyms, please. Please, let me put GMs and Zaku's on the field here to protect my waifus. I wouldn't have it any other fucking way. But yes, melee attack. Why? Because get rid of the problem. Actually, I think that's an AoE attack. So I don't think I actually need anybody's help there. So hang on here, just to double check. Her passive skill activates every time she does that. I would like to know what the fuck it is, if it's useful or not. I don't quite know. Yep, that is an AoE attack. She can hit everything. So yeah, the Liberator is that, but imagine instantly killing both enemies and every single enemy that actually appears underneath them. Liberator is a hell of a drug. So AD1 and P47 are OP as fuck. I don't know about P47, haven't seen P47, but yeah, Sky Raider is point the plane at a tile and watch everything die. It's only a single tile. That's the thing. Liberator is probably the standout for ground attack aircraft and bombers, because she just fucking obliterates everything in a wide area. B-17 and Sky Raider are about destroying everything in one little fucking square. Which, they're fucking dead, but yeah, you kind of have to wait a bit. Well, you have to wait a bit to kill everything in the area. So it's kind of like, it's somewhat like, say, whatchamacallit, meta-compliant snipers in Girls Frontline, like WA and SVD and M14. They're good for general purpose because you can just send them at whatever the fuck and they'll kill everything. Where if you get something like Carnegie 8 or Lee Enfield or Springfield, you kind of have to try. Current plan, if they get the okay, is to make it that you get event skins for girls that turns them into Gundam equivalents and implants that give Gundam-inspired abilities. Just make a Flexitone jangle. I swear to God, if I could make one a new type, please. Give me... Actually, that's funny, too. You know, there's an item in this game, I don't know what it is, but it's a computer component. It's called Exam. I know exactly what the fuck that is. I don't know what it fucking does, though. I haven't unlocked the ability to use it yet. But I know what it is. I know exactly what the fuck it is. I may be a gaijin, but I know what an exam system is. So please, let me make someone Blue Destiny. Please. Yeah, 47 fucks a 2 square area. Interesting. I have to ask, what would P61's equivalent, Gundam equivalent, and her skin, what her skin may look like? I'm gonna say, might be a really easy answer, but I'm gonna say Death Scythe, or Heavy Arms, yes, because chest area, but I'm gonna say Death Scythe, because that just seems correctly edgy. As for anything else, I don't know. So we definitely need something spoopy, something with stealth capabilities or something scary looking. Okay, so that is I believe that's a bomber type enemy, I think. Unfortunately, the enemy is kind of all the way over there, and I have to wait for them to come out in order to kill them. AD1 has glorious English. Yes, AD1, Sky Raider does actually speak English, aka the only person that you can currently communicate if you don't understand a lick of Japanese. So there is someone we can communicate with, Sky Raider. The only problem is, we don't have her. Look at what her boob straps are. That's her 50 turret being locked forward in the pilot operating position. I believe it. Actually, she's using the back of the plane as the offensive weapon, which is kind of weird. P61. Because it looks like she's using the rear turret locked backwards. Like, see... Actually, no, I'm looking at it wrong. That's the cockpit. My bad. Right, that looks weird, because I see the bigger, greenhouse cockpit, and I think that's the back of the plane. No, that's the front of the plane. Okay, so first order of business, melee. Second order of business, complete area saturation. Oh, I don't have enough CP for ground attack. Well, what a shame. Well, actually.
Yes.
For encouragement purposes, if anything survives, KB1 can just run it over. Right, now, so that's actually the front of the plane. My bad. There are many things I like about the design of this woman. Death Scythe custom, but styling similar to Pirate. You know, I'm not too familiar with her design, so possibly, yeah. Actually, well, and what her design looks like, but yes, skin tight suit, yes. More exposed, more exposed flesh than clothes, yes. So frankly, by the end of this, I'm feeling like we're intending her, or rather, we're intending P61's Gundam theme skin to basically be Batwings, a scythe, and a two-piece bikini. So, that may be a bit generic in itself, but you know what? Generic does sell. Right, so what else are we looking at here? Why are you bringing us back here? We already know about the upgrades. What are you still bothering us for? Yes, I know that. Yes, you can do the thing. You can upgrade the skills if you have the thing. Yeah, actually, the passive skill is actually the most annoying to upgrade. Do you know why? I'll tell you why. It requires medals, which you can only get one fucking way. Well, two ways if you try really hard, but it takes fucking forever. It's the slowest part of the grind. But you know, just because I think actually, well, that's the thing though. We don't really have any air bosses to deal with, so we're gonna need other, you know, other dolls to, you know, be leveled. But I don't really. The funny thing is, I don't really need to devote any levels to any girl specifically. Not yet, anyway. You know, air's weird because you can kind of trounce everything in the air with one adequately leveled, you know, girl. I suppose we could just dump everything into Widow just because. Because Widow's apparently the stream waifu now, and I'm A-okay with that. So, just, get the big needle.
これはエージェントからのプレゼントになるのかしら。いいわね。いただくわ。
In addition, also her grid, because I could upgrade the other vehicles in, again, the formation, but might as well just make sure she's ready to go here. So, just spend all of the iron and all of the steel to just get this going. Alright, level 23. We hit a level cap. Oh no. Okay, level 19, and we're out of resources, so good. I want P61 to one-shot everything. That's what I want her to do. Yeah, no, that's 100% the ANM2's cockpit is just upside down for God knows. For God knows. Oh no. What are you oh knowing about? She's doming her plane. It all makes sense now. Oh dear fucking God. Sweet Jesus. Do we have a... Are we having a God, I wish that were me moment here looking at that? I think, Jesus Christ, I think we may. Well, fuck, guys. That's about it. We've been conquered. Damn. Yeah. Not a fan of being on the receiving end of Shibari, but maybe she's negotiable with that. Another planned waifu for Ash Arms down the road is Polish TKS Tankette. Oh, that's adorable. But, see, what I want Korean War era bombing aircraft. I don't even know how you could do it, too. Right, so, one of the things that's special about this game, you might have noticed that certain girls have different numbers of themselves in formation. Like, for example, I think KV1, actually no, KV1's a heavy tank, so they only have one. But yeah, Spitfire's 2, I think, right? Alright, 3. Spitfire has 3 of herself in a single formation. You can actually upgrade this. Based on rarity, if you go up to rarity 4, you get plus, well, 1, but plus whatever the initial starting number is. So if we get Spitfire to rarity 4, she gets 6 units in her formation, and yes, that is a multiplier on her damage. So she has 6 instances of 153 health, and 6 instances of 95 AA damage, but this will go higher, way fucking higher. So basically what happens is, she has 3 attacks that can do her stated damage. You upgrade her and get more units in this formation, she can share the damage out a little bit better, even if you're being attacked by an enemy with, you know, single shot and not an AoE attack. and she also gets more attacks. She also independently dodges those attacks as well. So here's the thing. Here's what I'm thinking. So you have a 3-star here, and you've got 3, and I think 3 is the maximum number of units you can have in a single formation to start with. So you go to 3 for 3 units. You go to 3, you'd get 6, and then when you go to 4, you get 6, and then when you go to 5, you get 9 units, which is a lot. But see, here's the thing. I want more advanced aircraft, but that's the thing. I don't want to outshine aircraft in Era 3 with jet aircraft that don't really feel like they should be the same level. So, what I'm proposing is 4-star and 5-star out-of-the-gate dolls, which would be extremely rare. We're talking like G11 levels rare. But they start at 4 stars, and they only have 1 upgrade. So, you'd upgrade them from 4 stars to 5 stars, but they'd only have 1 chance to get more units, and they'd start with less, potentially. So, in this example, Spitfire would be 4-star, and she'd have 3 starting units. She'd go to 5, but then she wouldn't be able to go any farther, and she'd only get a maximum of 6 units. Get it? Because you more advanced. We're doing Servant Voss things. We're doing more advanced but smaller number versus less advanced but more of them. Get me? So what I want is, I want a B-52 with a maximum of 1 or 2 units. I want something ridiculous like an F-4 Phantom where you get only 1. She's incredibly fucking powerful, but there is only 1. So she has to tank all the damage, and she can be potentially fragile in certain situations. That's how I think you could balance this. But also I want more esoteric aircraft like the B-36 and shit like that. I want Strategic Air Command! So this is what I want. So yes, you can add more World War II aircraft and more obscure prototypes and whatnot. Yes, that's all entertaining. But you have Sky Raider and you have Walker Bulldog. See where you're going with this. I want you to go even farther. You also have SR-71. I know what the fuck's going on there. Please, 4.5 gen aircraft. Make it fucking happen. I want this. Give me, constraints, but I want Strategic Air Command. I want to be fucking Curtis LeMay. Please, please. So, now that I'm done doing that, we can continue playing the game. Right, so, now that we've upgraded P61, we get level 10. Whoop-de-fucking-do. We get more things. Level 20. Whoop-de-fucking-do. Isn't it? You see, it benefits to dumping all of your resources into one girl just because you like her. We don't have enough for another gacha roll. I guess we're just gonna have to keep going. But also, while we're sitting here, because we have enough alloy, we're gonna get these production lines rolling here because we're starting to kind of, yeah, we need more P61s. Mass produce! Right, so, AV1 has 26, but she's the one taking most of the damage. And then, who else are we losing? Flak. Well, Flak got damaged like once. But ground unit, she's taking more fire, so get those resources going and then maybe alternate back out to Spitfire or whatever. But then again, frankly, I'm looking at Spitfire and I have P61. I'm like, they're both air. I didn't know that P61 is dedicated air to air. So it makes sense, obviously, but I tend to look at heavy fighters as they're all air to ground, because that's typically what they were doing. I mean, yeah, sure, you had interceptors, like the bow fighter and whatnot, but most of the time they get relegated to air to ground. But so I don't really need 2 air superiority fighters right now, at least. It helps with maybe defending against higher level enemies, but for the vast majority of time I have been playing this game, one single solitary dedicated fighter is really all I've needed. Granted, this was Corsair, and I leveled her to 100, and I also had Liberator backing her up. With Liberator is a bomber that can basically just tell all air units to go fuck off if they try and attack her. So I didn't really need a fighter, but it helps. Going to P8 is in the game, the dumpster bomb. Yes, there's also a couple of other memes too. So you got TU2, you got PU8, you got fucking your 2. They even remembered Tovarish Yermolayev, the plane we don't talk about, which again, they played War Thunder. It shows 110% they played War Thunder and came up with ideas. Right, so back to World 1. World 2, now 1-3. Now that I've got some repairs there you go, girls. Just buff it out. But yes, as I was rambling on, I'd like to see 4 or 5-star girls being incredibly rare, but also incredibly powerful, but incredibly, cool designs, like, obscure strategic air command bombers. 36s and B-47s, maybe an F-100 in there too. Let's see, what else we got here? And then all the wacky things. Valkyrie. Valkyrie is a 5-star girl. You will never fucking catch her. She will immediately, it's like, her special ability is she just moves really fast and obliterates a single, like, she could start here, immediately rush to the other end of the map and drop a single, and just attack the first turn. She can immediately rush to the other side of the map and blow something to pieces. None of that is how you say F-105. This too, F-105, F-104s, F-102. Preempt War Thunder. Get us an F-102. Whatchamacallit, Starfighters, and wow, what else? Everything under the fucking sun. Yes, World War II aircraft are interesting, and World War II, things in general are interesting. However, I'd like to see a little bit more advancement in originality. You're also threatening them with you made the horrible decision of putting Walker Bulldog and Sky Raider in your game to start. You have tempted me to this, so this is what I want. I see the possibility, and I want neuron activation. I see the possibility, and I say yes. Actually, hang on. Can you do no? Can you no? Actually, yes. Good. Helldiver's actually being pretty good. She's maneuverable enough to get around the map, and then also, to actually attack. So yeah, my imaginary XB70 5-star girl would basically be like this, but she could go to any square on the map instantaneously and attack first every single fucking time. Again, you'd only get one of those. She would be horrifically fucking vulnerable to counterfire, but the thing is, you rush her in and you blow the target up before it can shoot at you. She'd also probably have high speed to dodge, too, so you have a high chance of missing. If anything hits her, though, she explodes very violently, and she's very expensive. See, I can balance a gacha game. I know basic, game design theory. You have an extreme, you balance it out with equally extreme negatives. Alright, Widow, you do your thing. And then Junkers will just come in and mop up everything else. Oof. Actually did damage back. Feisty bastard. You didn't kill them all, Junkers. You see, now I wasted, because I thought that was going to be good enough, but yeah, you fucked it up. You fucked it up, Junkers. You had one job, kill everything. back over there, right? Yes.
Poke! Poke!
Yeah, now we're going to make sure that the man is dead.
Tadaima.
Call it in! Call it all in! Neither of my fighters can actually attack anything on the ground, so it doesn't matter. So good, I don't know if you noticed, but with P-61 going into melee, the enemy aircraft were all scared when she started the attack. Yes, I think they all do that, but yeah, no, that fits pretty well with 61's, you know, presence. Alright, 4. Oh, there are 2 enemy air units this time. Oh well. Again, I have no idea what the fuck's going on here. Really, I don't. Something, something, our hubris, something, something, something. I don't know.
ねえそんなの朝飯前ですよし疲れた設置完了大丈夫です
For the sake of having... Spitfire's kind of a body here, it's kind of sad. I don't really have her doing anything because Space 61 is doing all the heavy lifting. But she's there just in case, yo, the enemy shoots at her. That's an instant kill. Good job, Dauntless. Or Helldiver. Dauntless is a girl, though. Helldiver. I have to regrind since I accidentally closed my app and reinstalled. So fuck me. Whoops. Iron Knight, that is a big series of fuck-ups, my man. Oof. Right, so, I'm fairly certain everyone gets this, but... Yep! Right, so air superiority fighters have a special melee attack that hits every single fucking thing in a lane. So, P-61 is about to instantly kill 2 units. Actually, 6 units.
Victor!
Why? Because the violence is escalated. Why contain it?
止まって分かった
Flack, you're just there looking cute. There's nothing you could really do about this. We've got it covered, girl. Just have a nap. She'll be useful one day, probably in the boss, because the boss is fucking frightening. I'm probably gonna have to throw everything at the boss.
私の手のひらからは逃げられないわよ
And then she attacks again. Because, again, the violence is escalating.
私の手のひらからは逃げられないわよ
Terrifying and incredibly efficient. The problem is, if you don't... the melee attack is kind of a level gate. If you don't have high enough stats to, actually beat the enemy, it gets kind of dangerous to unusable. So it's a one-trick pony. You either meet the level requirements for the level, or you can't use it because you will kill yourself. Good. Okay then. Map clear, moving on.
たくさんの情報が脳に流れ込ん
Okay, we got a Panther 3 double. Good. We haven't got any liquor vouchers yet, I don't think.
取りつかれ
Which is unfortunate, but we haven't unlocked the town yet, so that's not that big of a deal. Does 111's bombing attack force them to move up a zone? I don't know. I know some attacks do move the enemy around to force them to move forward or back, but I'm not sure. More plot I can't understand. However, we're going to make some modifications here to make this go a little faster, because I want to get to the boss node, and honestly, unfortunately, most of these encounters are exactly the fucking same. So now we've entered speed mode. What does speed mode get us?
驚かせちゃったはーい
Oh, I can actually shoot at that guy, so well.
パークパーク行けるところまでは行
Can't
け
do
ます
shit. Ah. That's actually... Yeah, no, that's actually long range. Okay, going to high altitude lets Helldiver actually loft bombs. Interesting.
わかりましたそんなの朝飯前です ここから狙いを
Attack
つけ
here.
ましょ
Can
う
you attack? Yes, you can attack there. Okay, then.
止まって分かった設置完了
Alright, so everybody's got something to... Actually, well,
大
I
丈
can...
夫です高高度から参ります
Spitfire can't do anything, so well. Flap! So yeah. Accelerated battles, whereas we don't play the animations. They're nice, however, they take fucking forever. And you will be doing this, because honestly, you will get to the point where you need to grind maps like this, and you want this shit to go as fast as humanly possible. You do get auto battles, however, the one thing that I don't like about this game is that the auto battles are limited to 30 a day. It's just kind of stupid. I want to be able... you need to do these maps hundreds of times to shake out the rewards for them. Fuck you, give me infinite auto battles and let me set a team to it if I want to. There's that.
パークパーク行けるところまでは行けます
Zap. Zap. Miss! Is she yelling to poke you, poke you? I'm not quite sure, but it does sound like that. Probably means something.
よし止まって
Click.
分かった
Click.
パークパーク
Click. Up, please, thank you. Bang, done. See, so now we're entering fast mode, and the only faster mode would be to turn on auto battle and let the AI sort it out. However, the AI isn't very good, so you kind of have to set it up in a way that the AI is going to behave nice with the units that you give. So, like, for example, you wouldn't want to give the AI Flak 88 because the AI will actually put Flak 88 in reasonable amounts of danger. Which is incredibly fucking annoying, but there's some units that play well with auto battles and some don't. Questions I can't answer because I don't understand them. It feels like a whatchamacallit, like an 80s rock band or progressive rock band album name. Questions I can't understand.
驚かせちゃった
Okay.
ビクト
I got a priest.
行けるところまではここから狙い
Can't
を
do
つけ
shit.
ましょ
Might
う
as well move them over. Okay. Can we loft? We can loft.
ただいま設置完了わかりました
Spitfire is kind of a waste of resources at this point, but hey, right now, okay, she can do Overwatch. Right, that's something she can do. Ooh, maybe not. Jesus Christ. Fucking hell, P61. Ah! So Iron Man, I'm assuming you got good on the gacha roll. What'd you get?
そんなの朝飯前です。
I got B25 this time, along with Libby, Pershing, and a bunch of others as well. Good, sir. Yeah, B25 and Libby. Congratulations, sir. You will now demolish the entire land. I don't know if Pershing's good or not, but yeah, no, you are set, sir. That should be sufficient to destroy everything, I think. Flap. 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 Okay, good. Why do you say that? There was, in the early to mid-'80s in Korea, a progressive underground rock group called Questions I Cannot Answer Why. Yeah, no, you see, I whatchamacallit, I listen to music a lot. You can pick up on these things. You know it's a good rock band. Like, whatchamacallit, you see stupid things, stupid phrases or sentences or names, and you can kind of go, that'd make a good rock band. Okay. Where are you directing me to now? We haven't unlocked anything else. Is it time for recon? I think it's time for recon. Ah, right, auto battles. Right, so say we wanted to grind resources. We could. I wouldn't send P61 out there because she's my actual, front line, but this only takes like 10 seconds. Have you ever tried the Guilty Gear series? It's a fighting game made by a group of rock music fans. I have heard of it, I kind of understand some of the memes, but I've never looked at it into detail. I was never really that big of a fighting game person, mainly because I didn't really have anyone to play against. Okay, so yes, auto battles, woo. Right, so now we have the wonderful situation of why we need other dolls. Well, actually, we're not going to set this. No, we find better. We can find way better maps to do this on. Actually, we're not going to do that at all. No, we're gonna grind the boss node of 01 once it's finished. Do you know why? Because implants. Oh, speaking of which, oh dear fucking Christ. Right, so that's actually quite nice in terms of implant frames. See, there are two different types of, you see how implants and frames work are their equipment that can increase the power of a doll and also give her passive bonuses. The one you can get off this boss node gives your, at maximum you have to upgrade it repeatedly, but the maximum, I think it starts as a 10% bonus or 20% bonus to the doll's attack power if they moved this turn. It goes up to 40%, so 40% free damage if you just move. Right, so, now we get to see how horrifying the boss is. Well, hello, Mr. Layton. Welcome back, sir. Alright, so yeah, bosses. Bosses are fucking scary in this game, especially when you start out. Do you know why? I'll show you why. Panzer III's China dress art is something else. A tank that small should not have thighs like that. Yes, it may be dangerous for several reasons, but Panzer III's thighs in that dress do not look underage. That's just my personal opinion there. It may not hold up in the court of law, but good fucking Christ. Silicone or saline? Oh. Silicone. I mean, yes, it's technically more unhealthy, but however, thinking that a girl implants bags filled with salt water into her breast to make her breast bigger is kind of a silly thought, don't you think? It's one of those stupid things that, it's logical, but it makes you giggle. In an unintentional way. But of course, ladies, above all else, I prefer natural. You're beautiful the way you are. Especially if you look like P61. So, yeah, it's a boss. There are some things about... I'm going to turn off all this stuff and go back to normal mode here, because this is going to be kind of dangerous. But, P61 and Spitfire here will deal with the problems here, and then we're going to have to set up to obliterate this boss. Now I think Flak 88's going to shine here. Okay, so we can only move into position and not really do anything. I think that's in range to it. Yeah, it's 3 tiles. I think she can attack from there. We want to be very careful about this, though. Black Widow's de-icing boots are 100% natural rubber and only inflate in cold weather. Yes. Actual information. Right, so he has 3,500 health, or rather 3,200 health. That was a bit of an uptick in difficulty. All right, we went to one-shotting nearly every enemy to, oh fuck, he's got a lot of health. KV1, tanking the shot like a champ. 0 fucking damage. Sir, I tried to sell you as a horrifying thing. It is. Really, it is. Just give me a second. I'll explain why. Oof. That actually hurt a lot. Lots of HP, 0 attack power. Actually, yeah, it does have a lot of... I'll explain some things, but yes. That's, right, that's good enough. Thank you, P61. So now we're gonna carpet bomb the ever-loving shit out of that, because good fucking Christ, you need a lot of damage to kill one of these things. Right. Attack, and then we're gonna have... Actually, well, I can't actually have Flak do anything, because Flak needs CP in order to attack, and we're getting rid of this problem. Although, I don't really need to do that. I could just do a basic attack, and there's... Yeah, I've got Spitfire there, so... Spitfire can do this. Spitfire and P61 shooting at the same target will probably kill it. I don't need to use melee on fighters every single fucking time, even though I'm fucking tempted to do so. Tags, tentacles. Yeah, about that. Just wait 1 second, because I'm gonna do something unwise, just for the sake of, explaining why it's unwise. As you can see here, it's kind of unfortunate that suddenly our bombers aren't doing that much damage. Ha ha ha. Oof. Okay, that actually did damage. So yeah, a lot of health. That's kind of frightening. KV1 can't really stand and fight with that at this current time all that well. We'll probably win out, but okay, so now I'm going to do something incredibly unwise. This is suicidal and will probably result in a dead, little girl. However, just for the sake of experiment, just for the sake of showcasing this, because this animation is really cool and also gets the point across that don't fuck with bosses in this game. So yeah, that's red. Red bad, but oh well, I'm just gonna use melee. I've been instantly killing literally every enemy I come across. Haha, I'm new at the game. Right, so clearly what I'm gonna do is gonna use my ultra awesome melee attack to instantly kill the boss to save the day. It's gonna be great, guys. Right? It's gonna be fine. Right, it's gonna be great. There are no downsides to this plan whatsoever, right?
No.
Also, I'm going to move these units out of the way because they can't fucking do anything anymore.
No. 聞いているの?
Alright, so we're just gonna have another round of carpet bombing, and we'll eventually knock him out, but KB1's gonna get up there and absolutely wreck him, guys, right? Melee is entirely foolproof. We've never had a problem with Melee ever at this point, right? Melee is gonna be Melee is gonna solve the problem. KB1's just gonna walk up there and totally, absolutely stomp the guy, right? Everything's fine.
私が死守します。この命に変えても。いつフェニーチェ、同志たちを守れなかった。
Yeah, don't melee bosses. Just don't. Do not melee bosses. Why? That happens. That was for instructional purposes only. Also, welcome to his second phase. Right, so we're gonna sustain major casualties, if you haven't noticed. Yes, I could have, obviously played smarter and not had KV1 literally fucking kill herself, but just for experimentation, because honestly, the first time I did that, I was actually horrified, because that actually comes out of fucking nowhere. That entire animation is actually really kind of frightening. But, like I said, this is where Flak 88 shines as the main character, clearly. Also, we want to have P61 and Spitfire out of the range of that AA. I don't exactly know what's going on, but I see we're fighting some eldritch nonsense. Yes, Yakumo, this is Ash Arms, a game that has no English translation. I don't even know what's going on either, but it's a cute girl, and they're World War II, and about weapons and gambling. So yes, I don't really know what's going on either, but Flak 88 will save this, I think. I'm pretty sure, because Flak 88 attacks twice and has good armor penetration. I'm not sure exactly how that works out, but I'm pretty sure she's going to do a decent amount of damage. No! Donk! Come on, do it. Same time. Same. Come on, do it, girl. Ah! Oh no. Well, Flak 88, well, you got your friends killed. You couldn't just roll the same fucking damage. Oh, well, that's two more body bags. Oh, I'm sorry, one body bag. Junker's fucking no-sells it. Good job, Junker. So just in case it happens to survive, which it probably won't, Junkers manages to no-sell that attack. Amazing. Are they permadead? No! Of course not, because we buy them in bulk. And the winning shot goes to Junkers. However, yeah, after the planned bad decision, Flak 88 is the reason why we actually won that and didn't die horribly. However, unfortunately, because people died, I only get an A rank. Dang! But hey! So yes, Yakumo, you don't know what's going on? I don't know what's going on either, mainly because I can't read any of this. Trains. Yes, trains! Good, we've unlocked everything. Don't you get trains? Yes, right, trains. I like that woman's attire and monocle. Yeah, she's giving Helen from Girls Frontline a bit of a run of her money. Maybe it's the China dress. But yes, we have classes, or I think the literal translation for these is positions, which those are Necronica classes, which I laugh. I laugh a lot. But yes, trains. Do you want to see trains? If you like steam locomotives, do you like zeppelins that do everything for some fucking reason? Well, welcome to the trains. Welcome to the steel. Also, a very comfy BMG. Now, I think it's a little bit overly dramatic all of a fucking sudden for the Expedition screen, but it's a memorable theme, too. So this game does have its point of quality. However, yeah, you can find this on YouTube, but yeah, no, this is, it's quite a nice track. Probably one of the best in the game. The music in the game is actually pretty good for a gacha game. So it seems, it shows that the people making this have an eye for quality in some respects. So, yes, so welcome to Expeditions. What do we need? What do we need? We need boxes of doubles. Right. So, welcome to Expedition, or rather, Expeditions are a different thing, honestly. Land Reclamation is the other one, but yeah, Expeditions, more or less. You play Kankali, you know that you arrange the girls into team, you take Tenryu and you put her with a bunch of fucking destroyers, and you send her out for 4 hours to get some steel, or bauxite. Remember that? You know that? That's what you're doing. Except it's different. These are boxes of doubles. So, these give you, each one box gives you one double for a random girl, even ones you don't fucking have. So, right. So, a funny thing is that I noticed, you see there are 3 stats here. This is a stat for security, this is a stat for the amount of yield that you will get, and this is the stat for finding the hidden object or the special object, which is the additional 2 double boxes here. See, here's the thing. I figured this out. The security stat is supposed to govern whether or not the expedition outright fails. It doesn't work. It doesn't do anything. I don't know why, but it doesn't do anything. So what we're going to do is we're going to make sure that... right, so we'll send T1 Heavy. Right. T1 Heavy. And then, right, and then Amelia Watson. Again, tell me I'm wrong. Psych, you can't. And... Panzer 3. And Panzer 2C. And 90%. And just to make it a guarantee, a BT1 or BT5. Right, so that's 100%. And then just for the sake of giggles, a boxcar. Right, I'm not sending any of the dolls that I'm using currently. Right, so, yeah. So, this will give us 5 of these boxes in about 4 hours. But, yes, so, you know what else you get here? You also get a nice animation. Trains! Also, you can send out 2 of those. The only problem is we only have 1 line, so we can only use 1. You can only have 1 train per line, so you'd have to unlock the rest of the worlds in order to get the other lines. But yes, you've played Cancall, you know what expeditions are? There they are. Ah, right. Rewards. Right, so 2 things on this game. 1, in the alpha and very early beta, death was permadeath. That was changed for obvious reasons. Yeah, permadeath in these games doesn't really go. It's a nice idea. It adds, impact and tension. However, it's not a good feeling. 2, this was originally planned to be a Necronica game. I fucking knew it! But very early in development, getting the rights to do it fell through. So so instead of scrapping it, fell back on what a chunk of the team were good at. Strike Witch's fan fiction? But yes, I fucking knew it. I knew it. I looked at this and I went, this is Necronica. I know what the fuck's going on here. So good. Ha ha! Confirmation. Vindication! I know at least 1 obscure Japanese tabletop RPG. Look at me. I am so culturally knowledgeable. Hey Goon, BioWare just released the entire Mass Effect soundtrack onto the Mass Effect YouTube channel. It's 4 hours, 8 minutes, and 47 seconds long. Won't save the series, though. Burn. Right, so. Oh, well hey, look at that. We have enough for a gacha poll. So, what other fine women are we going to get out of the gacha today? Citadel's the closest we have to a Necronica game, well, in aesthetics. I suppose so, but you see, that's the thing. I'm entertained by a Necronica, but I know that book is full of horrors, and getting half of that shit into a game and sold would be a monolithic undertaking, because not only do you have Lolicon, you have, Quite a lot of horrifying gore. The book is horrifying. You kind of wince and keep it at arm's length. The system itself is interesting, but oh fuck, Jesus goddamn Christ, that book would not say, like, you think people get offended at, get too easily offended today in modern media? Holy fuck, never let them anywhere near that book. Also, and you were right about Libby. Holy fuck, does she level shit? That's what Libby does. Libby is the best starter for this exact reason. She just levels the entire map. She does everything herself. But okay, a 2-star. What do we get? AT1. Again, where have you seen these vehicles aside from World of Tanks? Nowhere. That teeniest, tiniest cardboard box. I think it's a T-26 chassis, I think. But a tiny Russian box. Our secondary art is adorable. I need to look at this now. Thigh bigger than the rest of her torso. Well, you know who they're selling to. Right, so AT1 of all people. That's new. I didn't actually have that before. Or rather, I'd never actually had her before, so I've never actually seen her. So, AT2. Where is... Oh, yeah, AT2 is a 2-star, of all things. Right, so... Oh, Lolicon bait, but... Oh. She munches on bread, yes. Small girl. Shoots at fascists, eats bread. Yes, the AT1 is a T26 variant. Yeah, it's just a casement, turretless T26. It's tiny box. Tiny box, big heart. Ah! Hey, well, we have 20 dolls now. You know what that means? We get another spin. To the gambling machines! Also, one thing that's kind of bothering me, I shifted my foot, and I did this earlier today, and one of the wires for my monitor went out there. It just did it for a quick second, but that's, I might have to get a new cable. That might be a problem. Right, so, yeah, I suppose we'll come down here, and then, we'll just alternate gatches. Why not? Also, you're getting a medal that lets you buy units from the specific banners when you roll. Yes, but you need like 300 of those in order to get one. So you can, you get those medals in order, and then you stockpile enough of them, you can get rewards from them. Hey, blue. Okay, so no 3-stars here, but who is the blue? Ah. A Matilda double, but you know what that means? Shards. We need those. Those are nice. I don't have enough for another roll, but those are nice. I'll take those. And speaking of out of battle rewards here, let's go to the battle pass, because that's what it is, and actually collect some rewards here, because we've been doing things. So we got to, looks like level 4. Right, good. So we get this, and this. Now, one more level, and if we bought the battle pass, we'd be fucking loaded. We'd probably have enough to not entirely do it, but really get really fucking close to buying the shards required to level up, or rather, increase the rarity of one girl. Probably a 1-star. Probably, no, we could probably do it with a 1-star, but unfortunately, P61 here, he's 120. You buy them one at a time. Oof. But while we're sitting here, we probably got enough iron and stuff like that, so let's increase power levels, even though it's somewhat unwise to increase well, it's necessary, but it's somewhat unwise to increase a purely air-to-air units level and nothing else, because you kind of need other things. So what we're going to do is we're going to back up and be sensible and actually put some levels into KV1, since she's doing actually a very important job down at the, down on the ground. So we're going to give her, all of those. We're just gonna give her all of that, fuck it.
これなら活躍できそうです。
The heart is no longer locked. Ah, yes. That means we have access to the bar. Right, and I knew we had that too because we have access to the city now as well. But did we get any alcohol vouchers? I don't remember seeing any. Nope. We didn't get any alcohol. We're gonna have to go get alcohol. Right. So, welcome to the town when it loads. Right. So, that's the Zeppelin you go on to special, like, dungeons. It's a very interesting game mechanic. I'll probably play it at least once, but... Right, so these were added in the last update. These are the IRS office, the mechanic shop, which basically just makes gears, and this makes, what is it, alloy, which is essentially, it's oil. Yes, it's cubes and metal and something, it's fucking oil. You use it for fuel. Right, so... And, oh, wait, yeah, right. I need to actually make the IRS office before I make any of these, but we'll get this. Yes, industry, taxes, alcohol, factories, smog. Right, no, I need to actually make the tax office in order to make any of these buildings, so we'll get these. But yeah, no, at Panzerfaust, if you are just joining us, we are playing Ash Arms, which is a currently JP and Chinese-only gacha game currently. So you have to go through Kuab if you want to get to it. But it's a very interesting game that, well, all things permitting, will have an EN release by the end of the year, hopefully. We also have attractive women and gambling. And, right, no. You know what we've got? We've got hookers and blackjack and alcohol of many varying discrepancies. Varying description. So actually, now I've just realized that we do have wine, women, and song. So yes. So here's the bar. We can't really do anything. That's the bartender. She's not a character yet, anyway. But yes, we can go over here and then we can just select one of the. Oh look, all the heart. Oh, I wonder where this is going. And that's an affection gauge. She is here.
エージェント、不運に巻き込まれたくないのなら、私をいたずらに触らない方がいいわよ。
Oh no, I am late for the Genshin Impact stream.
Hello, TQ, and thank you for the $1. Right, so I'm not quite sure what she said because I don't understand or read a lick of Japanese, but I poked her breast, so it's probably something lewd because that's how it always works, right, guys? But yes, welcome to the bar where you can, in fact, have a nice chat with your girls and buy them a bottle of Jack. We've got gambling, we've got hot girls, we've got alcohol overflowing from the taps. We have everything. Welcome to Ash Arms. We have everything except a translation. Everything but the English language. And yes, Coca-Cola, yes. You're gonna feed alcohol to BT? Yes, you can feed alcohol to BT5, but remember, they're androids, so it's not actually underage drinking. Also, it's actually kind of funny because they actually do play into personalities. Corsair, who is basically Sky Tenryu, who is a massive Chunibyo, she likes Coke. She doesn't drink. Hold up, her name is P61A. Yes! You've noticed the grift here, or rather the fun thing here. The thing. It's Mecha Musume. Right, so, we need about 10 minutes to build that factory, but we're not done yet. And also, we don't have access to we didn't get our fucking alcohol voucher. So right, in addition to actually going off and doing this, because we need this. Right, so, right. Alright, I need to ace it in order to get the auto back. Dang. Right, so we're gonna do an easier map. And what's this gacha we have here? It's a game about, well, it's a Necronica. It's a Necronica fanfic. It's somebody's, whatchamacallit? It's someone's, Strike Witches Necronica fanfiction. But, you get Air and Ground Witches, or androids, or dolls as they are just called. Right, so what we're going to do is actually, we're going to set this up because I need to actually beat the boss note. We need to beat the boss note without actually dying. So what we're going to do is, say Iron, XP. Do we get anything interesting or new in these areas? Like, I don't think any of these nodes give us anything shocking, so I suppose we could just dump it on wherever. So we need to set out auto battles so we can actually start getting some resources. Yeah, okay. Right, so we're gonna, yeah, just one more. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to set up auto battles because this is probably going to be a lot lower than, yeah, 500. I think that's doable. Right, so what do we do with all the extra girls that we're not using for direct combat? Well, I'm glad you, actually, we don't have that many. Fuck. Actually, yeah, no, holy shit. Yeah, we're gonna have to down tier this because we sent the other ones on expedition and they won't be back for 4 hours. All right, so we're going to World Zero then. We don't actually have enough dolls. Right, we do not actually have enough dolls aside from our combat team to actually do anything. So how many, actually, yeah, no, we've got 100, 200. Yeah, that's about it. Actually, no, this is the air. Right, no, this is the air units. So yes, actually, no, we do. Right, I was only looking at the air units. So we might have enough for one, yeah. Right, so I was looking on only the air units, and I thought, oh wait, no, all of my dolls would show up here if they were actually here. No, we have 2 sections. Right, so who's actually I think I could use them if they're still on the expedition, right? So and okay, so that's 4. Actually, no, you can't. Actually, well, I need to actually level them up fully. So, right, is that good enough to pass? Yes, it is. Okay. Right, so unfortunately you can only do 20 auto battles at a time and you're limited to 30 a day. I look at this and call bullshit. This is probably one of the dumber things in the game. Get rid of this. Girls Frontline doesn't stop you from running multiple doesn't stop you from running like World 1-2 and grinding pistol mats. So don't stop me. And there is so much resource grinding in this fucking game. It's absolutely damn near intolerable. Right, so okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to work for our liquor voucher. But yeah, the limited auto battles, I don't like that. Anyone's going to call that bullshit if this comes to the for an EN release. So that's dumb. That needs to be fixed. But yes, okay, so clean up the casualties here. Just kind of scrub off the blood here and get new get new dolls up there. All right. So we need to get our liquor pass, and we also need to complete this with an S rank. Which means don't fucking die. Which we can do just by, not sending KV1 to her death. We did that for example reasons, not because it was a smart idea. Okay. Get your asses over there. Can you bomb? Yes, you can bomb. No. Alright, so basically we're gonna set up, we're gonna take care of the air units with our air units, and then we're going to pound the ever-loving shit out of the boss with 88. I mean, as far as grinding goes, it doesn't seem that crazy compared to things like Warframe and Tarkov, because, Tarkov is a freaking meat grinder. Yes, but once you get to the nitty-gritty of this game, you realize how much of the game relies on you running the same maps over and over and over and over again looking for map drops. Especially with the 1-star girls, since those are the easiest ones to get a hold of since they actually drop on most early maps. So you're kind of forced to do this because you will hit a power wall. Really wish KV1 no-selled that. Really wish she got that one. Bomb. But Gacha wouldn't be Necronica in some form or another. Well, Jumun, the thing is that this is very much a Necronica game. You can see it. You can feel it. Alright, so there's that. Right, so what we need to do is absolutely determine that, 88 needs to punch a hole in that boss. So we're gonna be, doing round-the-clock arc-like raids here, but 88 needs to hit the boss. If only I'd known of P61 last month. Well, this is news to me, Jiku. I just got her randomly. That's the thing. I knew she existed, but I hadn't seen her design to this day. Well, I hadn't seen the design until today. Very quality waifu. Unfortunately, yeah, no, she didn't make an appearance until now. No cell. Fantastic. That one bounced. Probably right off her bust. Okay, air units taken care of. Down or no factor. However, we also want to get our units out of the way, just in case we have some problems here, because we do not want to have our air units standing directly above the boss when it enters air-to-air mode, because that's very bad. Okay. That's not a lot of damage, but, well, Flak 88 can do about 400 to 500 damage. 1,000 damage altogether, both of her attacks hit. Wow. Okay, 400. And... Ooh! 788! Yikes! However, this is gonna put them directly in the line of fire now because it's below half health. Ooh, 610. Jesus, the ground girls are doing work. Good. Fantastic, girls. So it's gonna back up a square and then go into air-to-air mode and then start shooting at my air-to-air units, which is bad because most of them are glass. Evade! Evade! Wow, the only one who caught shit was Helldiver. Good job, girls. Great hustle. Right, so now we're gonna scramble the fuck away from that because we don't really need to have any of our units directly in the line of fire. No, thanks. Right, so, alright, we're just gonna pull Helldiver away from there just in case this fucks up. AV in there. I'm pretty sure that, yep, Flak 88 can still just pound the shit out of it from there, so good. Now this is where Flak 88 shines. Because air sometimes has trouble with things, so you do need ground units to do some things sometimes. Usually it's bosses. You kind of need to attack them from both land and air in order to, kill them efficiently. Now, if you over-level your air units catastrophically, you can get around this, but right now we don't have those resources and we don't have those ridiculous level advantages, so we need to kind of, do a lot. But hey, we came out of the gate with 4, actually 5, right? 5 3 stars. And next shot will kill it. As you can see, Flak 88 being able to attack twice is very nice. The only thing she can't do is AoE attack, so good, that's our S rank, fantastic. Now give me my liquor voucher, you fucks. I would like to drink with my mommy dommy goth GF waifu. Give me my liquor voucher, goddammit. There it is! I ask and the game delivers. Alright, so those auto battles are going to be going for a while, but we don't really need to do that right now. Right. Well, to the storehouse first. Someone better be clipping what you said. I like being quotable. However, unfortunately, some of these things don't look great on me. But, right, liquor voucher. Aha! One very... whatchamacallit? The Quartermaster Company, or the Quartermaster Corps, for your, for your excellent service on the front lines, gives you a, voucher for exactly 1 2-liter bottle of Jack by the looks of it. It's a little big to be a 1-liter bottle. So, for you and your, secretary, or, second in command, XO, you know what I'm talking about. So yes, we have the women gacha, and also with the alcohol vouchers, we have the alcohol gacha. Yeah, that's some old number 7 if I ever saw it. Yeah, that is just straight up fucking Jack, and it's fucking hilarious. But, right. If you will accept my invitations, Widow, I'd like to change that title, if you'll have me. Also roll. Yes, we can roll, but first, actually, well, you know what? Let's get all the business done, shall we? Right, so, gacha. Okay, so we tried, right, we did this beforehand, so let's try the P61 gacha and see what we get. Also 420 blaze it. What do we get? It's a 1-star.
私はオクチャーブリソユーズの B に
Peshka!
白馬の王子様を探して戦場をさすらう一輪の花。まずは
Quality
デアナ
girl!
マフラーなどいかが？
Not to you too, though. Also, there's one. She has a meme art, so hang on here 1 second before we get all of this. While we're looking at cute girls, whatchamacallit? Alright, so where's Peshka? Peshka. There's Peshka. So Peshka may be the apple of someone's eye here because literally a virgin killer sweater. Yeah, no, we're not holding anything back here. So she upgrades you. What is she? Well, whatchamacallit? PE2 biz, and then PE3 of all fucking things. PE3. Where have you ever seen the PE3 outside of War Thunder? Not very many places, if at all. IL2. Yes, IL2. But yes, somehow insinuating they play War Thunder is a little bit more, you know, a little bit more entertaining than saying that the developers play a mean game of IL2 Sturmovik. Even though IL2 Sturmovik is a quality flight simulator. Right, so, now with all the business out of the way, I would like to run a land reclamation. I don't know what the exact translation of this is. Ruins reclamation. However, there is a problem with this, is that we don't have enough dolls to send on the mission. So I'm fairly certain we do not actually have enough dolls to send on this mission currently, because you can't use the ones that are in Expedition or in Auto Battles. Right, so we have enough for an away team, I think, but I'm fairly certain we don't have enough to actually have the rear... Yeah, no, we don't. We have 1, 2... Well, no, actually. So, we don't really have... Well, we could... It wouldn't be good. If they have to be relied upon, it wouldn't be good. But yeah, so we'll leave this for a later date if we come back and play this. But reclamation is actually a pretty interesting mechanic. It just says very fucking time consuming. But hey, the IRS office is back up and running. Or up and running now. Hooray! Taxpayer dollars! Right, gears. Right, so gear shop. Get that rolling. Alloys, refinery. Good. Get the mines open. And also the shop. Shop's very interesting. You can exchange resources for other resources, which helps if you're in a pinch for a grind. But yes, okay, so now that I've signed 1 billion fucking land permits, let me, you know, have a drink with my Dami Mommy goth waifu. Thank you. Right. Right, so, this is quality, smooth jazz here. However, part of me wants to, immediately stop the music and throw on an Oscar Brand record because we're still in the Air Force. But also, can we have a Baka Mitai up in this bitch, please? Come on now. Right, so let's see if she likes Jack. I think if the girl likes it, she has +6, and if she doesn't, it's +5. The normal is +5, so if it's +6, she actually likes Jack. I don't know what she drinks, though. So yes, whiskey?
私はずっとどんな文学がこの時代の代表たりうるのか考えているんだけど、考えれば考えるほどやっぱりゴシック小説がそうじゃないかと思うの。
Is there a translator in the building? But also no, she apparently doesn't like Jack specifically. Each girl has a drink that they like, but I'm not sure what she's is. The Brit girls take the Jack. Fucking upstanding... Jesus Christ. Upstanding British girls there. Taking straight whiskey. Fuck. But, right, so... if you level up the affection, you unlock new voice lines. I don't know what all of them are. However, each doll has quite a lot of them. Lady, I haven't a damn clue what you say, and chances are vice versa, but come by. Yes. Yeah. The music is relaxing. Yes, right. Welcome to the bar with your chosen waifu of the evening. Right, so you can unlock lots of other voice lines, and again, unfortunately, all of it's in Japanese!
最近何をしているかって？それはもちろん映画鑑賞よ。ドラキュラ、フランケンシュタイン、ザ・マミー。最近上映されているホラー映画が多くてね、どの作品もじっくりと味わいたいの。
I heard Frankenstein. I heard a word in there. You see, we're getting some places. I guess we're gonna watch Empire of Corpses now. But we're getting some English is leaking through. Good. We're bonding here. Fantastic. However, it's gonna take a lot of alcohol to get this woman to talk more. Right. So unfortunately, this is nice. However, I can't read any of it, so I don't know what the fuck they're saying. So yeah. Cola to the Americans. Cola for the... There are way too many drinks, though. Why are there so many limited options? If one of those isn't mildly threatening, I will be set. I wouldn't be surprised. Like, I'm pretty sure this is the leg area, because there's locations, so there's, I don't know what all of this is, but I did, Yandex the translation, so there's head, body, and then there's two, bodies. So,
今回はお互い会わなかったことにしましょう。それじゃ。
Right, okay.
かわいいわね。私を子供扱いしてるの？
I believe that's the head pat. So, yes, she is cute. And a lot of other things.
エージェント、不運に巻き込まれたくないのなら、私をいたずらに触らない方がいいわよ。東洋の機械団もホラーの宝庫ね。西洋のものとはまるで違う怪異たち。とても興味深いわ。
She's a book nerd. Ah! Right, well, let's hope we don't run into the conversation for the book from Bible Black. Let's stay out of that book.
私はずっとどんな文学がこの時代の代表たりうるのか考えているんだけど、考えれば考えるほどやっぱりゴシック小説がそうじゃないかと思うの。
Ah, but you see, she's a book nerd, and I want to be a writer. Isn't this just made in heaven?
最近何をしているかって？それはもちろん映画鑑賞よ。ドラキュラ、フランケンシュタイン、ザ・マミー。
This might be Yuri's evolution. Explain that one, please.
ホラー映画が多くてね。どの作品もじっくりと味わいたいの。
Yes, I mean, her being into literature makes sense. Look at what she's holding. Yes, the book! The book! But yeah, now she's reminding me of what's-her-face, Rita's Forgotten Home Run, so much so that I can't remember her fucking name. Yuri. Jog my memory, which Yuri? Look, all I'm saying is watch out for knives and ropes. So one of her voice lines, P61 alludes that she likes being tied up. Ooh. And they tie up others. She wants someone that is strong enough to not let her tie them up, and they tie her up. Yike. I mean, again, definitely gonna be fighting for it because I'm not too kind of being tied up even in bed. So, if she wants a contestant, she's gonna get it. DDoC. Oh my god, I'm right. Yep. No. Yep. I think the funny thing is what you see is what you get with this. So yes, ropes. Attack ropes. But yeah, so she likes being tied up, so I hope she likes. I hope she's really energetic with that because that's what she's getting. But so, ladies and gentlemen, that'll be Ash Arms for this evening. On these amazingly controversial bombshells, we're gonna cut it for the rest of the evening because there really isn't much to do aside from grinding now. We'll see about me coming back here, but obviously I'm not going to be going too far into the game because it's all in Japanese. If the EN release happens, we'll be seeing this game again very quickly because I quite like this game, and hey, I need a new start. Girls Frontline, I fell off. Fate Grand Order was ripped from my hands. Azure Lane, once again, also back behind that, and also just, it is not resonating. Like, Azure Lane's a game where too much stuff has happened and too many things have piled up for me to really want to play it. Girls Frontline, same fucking deal, aside from massive amounts of grinding to catch up. So I have had a, as one man would put it, a bad streak of luck in dancing school. I think that's the right title. Right. But, look it up. So, maybe this will be the one. Possibly. We'll see. But we'll see, exactly, when this happened. When it, actually comes out in English. Well, it'll be worth a look so I can actually read everything. And actually know what the fuck the plot is. But then again, it's reminding me of my old, our pioneering days in writing in the Chronicle, where I was just making shit up. In the company of other people who were also making shit up. And we're having a lot of time. So this is why it kind of makes me smile. But, we'll see what happens in the future, I guess. Sky's the limit, I suppose, especially in the Air Force. Okay, I'm done making bad jokes. Right. But, ladies and gentlemen, okay, something, but boy, we sure have learned the ropes, because we use them every night. Wow, Jesus fucking Christ, Martin. Okay, right, okay, I think that's enough. I think we all need to be put in horny jail, right? I think I need to shut everything down and just walk off into a corner now. Cool off, boys! Right, so, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be today's show, and I will likely be back tomorrow because there is an Arma 3 DLC dropping. It is, was it Prairie Fire, I believe? The star attraction is that it is a Vietnam themed DLC with a multiplayer co-op campaign which can be played by 14 people. We probably won't have that much, but we'll see exactly what happens tomorrow. If not, well, I suppose we could all sit here and play Ash Arms. Or we could go play Enlisted, which has the Berlin campaign now available. I'm obviously probably going to buy the starter packs, even though kind of pricey, but hey, Papa Dog with a fucking bayonet attachment. Blops Outbreak otherwise. Additionally, as well, right, there's a whole lot of other things that I could be doing right now, like, the patron games are gonna have to wait because I can't really set up anything, and setting up the PS4 to play Gundam Breaker would be, a lot right now, because in about, in about, a week, 7 days, the floor's coming in, so I basically have to tear everything out of the room, and then have them put down the new floor. So, better not get too invested all that quickly right now, but I'll be back to normal relatively soon. So as for the patron games, we'll get back to that. We'll finish Gundam Breaker, and also to the Voshko Destinian patrons, at least, we will definitely be we'll definitely be starting the the roles for another game, because Gundam Breaker would be finished by now if it wasn't for our unfortunate accident last month. So, I think it's been long enough, so the Voss are going to get another vote relatively soon. And also, coming this month, we will be having the contest in Verdun, where you may actually be one of the lucky 3 winners, if you are good enough, and sign up, at your local drafting office, to win one of 3 Springfield Nendoroids. So, watch out for that. There's going to be more information once we get everything set up in the announcements section of the Discord. Hope to see more Hearts of Iron 4. Also, yeah, Funny Clock Man. Right. We had just gotten into the swing with Funny Clock Man. Things had just started to go down fucking hill. That's another thing as well. You see, this is what happens when I'm fucking forced into vacation for a month. But, well, plenty to do. And, well, if we have more days like this, when a Dancing Fool dropping $400 on my head, and a lot of other generous people as well, I think I'm going to remain in business, even though I might look into getting a summer job because, well, we could all use the money. But we'll see what happens as we go into the future, right? Can never tell. But lots of stuff to do. I'm going to be streaming probably for the rest of the week, honestly. I'm probably going to make as much time to stream as I possibly can to catch up on something. But so, well, we're probably going to be doing continuous alert for a little while, but we'll see what happens on what exactly we're going to play. We've got a lot of things to play. But enough rambling by me. It is almost 11 o'clock at night. I have been your host, Phontomen, and this has been my lovely assistant, P61 Black Widow. Thank you all for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the show. I will see you all most likely tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and good night. Let's see if we can shake another bottle of alcohol out of the quartermaster, huh?